Hello, everyone, and welcome to the High Park Men's Final Night here at High Park. Woo! So my team is on the ice, and I'm not playing. Oh, we're doing a toast to the Piper. Toast to the Piper now.
Regardless of where you are understanding, like people have lots of people on the ice, and it's really just sort of a very special moment. I wish I was on the ice with you guys. I mean, not everyone makes the locker.
But all that is to say, I am very proud to have curled on the ice with every single one of you this season. I'm very proud to have curled with everybody behind the glass this season. This has been a fantastic experience. I really wish you all the best of luck tonight on the ice. That being said, like maybe pick a rock or two, but that's fine. So I think I'm supposed to have a shot, right? Or is that? No, hold on. How am I supposed to toast a pipe? The economy, really. So I want to start before I toast the Piper. I want to toast all the committees. I also want to toast Chris, Nika, Shu, and Kevin, other staff, and also all of our staff who make this all possible. Because honestly, there wouldn't be us without them. So to them, but also to the Piper, thank you for everything everybody does to make this place special. And have a good evening. Yeah.
And there we have the toast of the Piper. So we are good to go for the men's final day championship here at the High Park Club. Another announcement. Last chance for pick 5. You want to give it 5? So I'm joined here in my commentary booth by my really good friend Mike. Who is a great curler. Hey, Mike, how's it going?
Doing pretty good.
So let's go through the teams. Exciting teams. Team Wright, who's been to the championship before, won last year. Team King has kind of came up through the ranks. So in the final. On sheet 2, we have Lowe's against Kavals. That's an evenly matched game. Then we have Stevenson, McMichael. Stevenson, the Monday night team that has come through the ranks and has been in the finals multiple times against Thursday night's team against McMichael. A resurgence. Michael was in the club, he left, and he came back. So Stevenson and McMichael is a great match as well. And then, of course, we have my team. I have to be biased. Chris Way against Montesano. Our team was undefeated. We only lost one game because of a ticky-wicky rock. But anyways, I'm over it now. And then we lost our first game in the playoffs, and we're in D. Like, that's unfair. It's unfair. But anyways, we're a great team. But Sam is fun, too. Sam can come through with some little tricky-wickies. And then we have Chris Ewing and Gray on sheet 5. That's a pretty evenly matched thing. So the question is going to be who's going to come out aggressive. I think King should come out aggressive against Wright and be really aggressive off the get-go. If they're passive, I think they're going to be in trouble. What do you think, Mike?
I mean, that's a great point, Stu. I played with both these guys for the season. Rob Wright's obviously a fantastic curler. He's very versatile, but Greg's also quite a shooter. I think the real battle that we're going to see here is the front end.
Yes, but I also think you have to be aggressive. You can't wait for opportunities. In that event, I think King has to come out firing. You can't wait because all of a sudden 4 ends will go by and you'll be like, oh, I'm behind, and what am I going to do?
That's true. If Rob
Yeah.
gets out to an early lead, you're going to see a lot of peels.
Yes.
And it's going to be really difficult to start generating points. They are a fabulous hitting team. They could throw peel with accuracy. So I think we're going to have to see Greg come out here with all cylinders firing.
I actually think the most exciting event is going to be the Stevenson McMichael event, because you're doing a Thursday team against a Monday team. McMichael's got a lot of history in the club. Stevenson's been that Monday night team that keeps winning and ending up at the finals. And it's going to be interesting to see how they match, because I don't think these teams have never played, because when you take Monday and Thursday, they've never played against each other except when it comes to the playoffs. So they're playing unknown teams, whereas Lowe's and Kavals, they know each other. They know how everyone plays. So that's going to be a good game to watch too. But I think the Stevenson-McMichael game is going to be the game to watch.
No, I completely agree with you. Obviously, Stevenson maybe a little bit unconventional at time in his approach to the game, where McMichael's a little bit more of your traditional curler. Mm-hmm. That being said, Stevenson is one of the best teams that represents the Monday group.
100%. They've been to the finals. Well, they've played in all the last 4 years, I think, in all of the finals night. They went to the finals.
They're definitely a team that knows how to peak.
Exactly. So that's going to be fun. I think the Wright King. I think if King is aggressive and Wright and Rob gets frustrated, King could have a chance. So I think that's his thing. That's my thing. When they do the TSN curling, like what to do, get Robert frustrated, be aggressive on him, and then I think you could have a game. If you're passive, I think it's going to be a quick game. So that's my thoughts. Those are my thoughts.
I completely agree with everything you're saying here. We got the game started off here. It looks like we are electing to play the hit. Maybe a pretty typical response from Rob right here. Greg probably wanted that one to be just short of the rings, but
see, why hit it? Freeze on it. Be aggressive.
There's probably an argument that could be made about electing for some other shot that is going to clutter it up, but maybe at this time Greg wants to have an opportunity to understand the ice, see how things are going, so that later on when they have to play more complicated shots, he's got a better feel.
Well, I must admit, being a curler here, I find the first end, the ice is really sticky and slow, and it's different, and it changes so much in the second end. So, yes, maybe the plan is play clean on the first end, get how it's curling, get the speed, and then start to be aggressive. So I agree with that play.
Got a nose hit here on the second rock. It looks like this game and is pushing more towards being a blank. Maybe opposite of what we thought the game was going to be at the beginning here, but let's see how it transitions.
Okay, pretty easy first end, hit. So if you're in the High Park area and you're not doing anything tonight, you should come down to the club, because after this, we're going to have music, we're going to have pizza, we're going to have fun. Don't sit at home. Don't watch the Leafs. Who wants to watch the Leafs? We'll have the Leafs game on here, but come down to the club, watch some great curling, have a good time, see all the teams, meet the teams, enjoy each other, and have some fun. Saturday night, don't sit at home, right, Mike? Come down here to the club.
Now, the energy in the room is electric right now. If we go over to our view set, we can actually see everybody that's joining us today.
So who are you seeing? This one?
Yeah.
There we go. There's Brendan, our president of the club, who's here. He's the president of the board. He's here. The club is packed. We had Reinhard here. It's Reinhard, right?
Reinhard,
yeah, Reinhard Brewery. They did a beer tasting. We got some pizza coming. Yeah, the club is down here. The club is packed. The sun is out. The patio. This is the best patio in all of the West End of Toronto. The High Park patio is the best patio. It's open. It's great. It's ready to go.
Here we are.
Oh, a little heavy. I don't know what that
Stu,
was.
There's a real conversation about makes after misses. How do you feel about these types of situations?
What do you mean? The makes after the misses?
After the other team misses a shot, it's critical to make it, to put yourself in an advantageous position. Right now, I think we saw a missed opportunity.
Yes.
How do you feel?
Well, they tried to split the house. They didn't. And now we're back to the blank. Before, a 2 was in play, and now the 2 is gone because now you're going to hit this rock. So if you're going to split the house and be aggressive, you got to make it. But they also have to make this hit and roll out. The blank is now in play.
All right. So
I don't think they'll take. They might. Oh, he's going to try and corner, like go to the corner again.
Yeah, good opportunity here to get draw weight early, which is never a bad thing. Unfortunately, we need to be able to see each one of these teams put pressure on each other, especially on King's side, because Rob Wright has a very long history of winning the club championship.
He does, yes. But he is beatable. He's beatable because you have to challenge him. That's what I'm saying to King. King has to challenge him. If you challenge him, he could buckle under that pressure. But if you don't challenge him, then he's just curling 101. You know, guards, draw behind guards, blah, 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 blah. But if you challenge him, that's why there's no point in playing it safe. Just play it aggressively.
Well, here we are playing the hit and roll on a guard, kind of the opposite of what we just had a conversation about.
Well, I think now, see, I would draw behind that. I would draw behind that and say, you now try and hit me. And if you don't hit me, I'm stealing 1. Hitting that is just, yeah. It's not aggressive.
Maybe a little bit conservative, but we'll see how the end turns out.
Well, the worst thing to do if they nose hit and they leave a guard, then Robert just goes behind it.
That's very true.
And then you're like, ooh.
Looking like a miss here.
Oh!
Now, Stu, that rock is really close to the ring.
So draw behind it. Robert should draw behind it and maybe split that on his last shot. Don't split it now. Draw behind it. Yeah. Draw behind it.
Could be lined up for a multiple.
He could get 3. He draws behind that. Buried. Oh, don't do the split now, Rob. No. Split's too early. Use it as a guard. Draw behind it. You're not going to get enough weight to split it enough without setting up a double. You're going to set up a double, right?
There's a good, well, question he's going to ask is that fall into the hand of the guy that's throwing the next rock? Is Vito the kind of guy that you're going to be throwing those hits with?
But leave the split for your last shot. Leave the split for your last. Draw him behind. There we go. The draw is a call. Thank God. Good call.
No, the split's always going to be there.
That split's there all day. Do that for your last shot. Draw them behind, bury it, force them to come down to it. He's rather going to freeze or he's going to try and hit it, depending on how buried it gets.
Yeah. Graham Singer with the delivery here. Interesting fact about Graham.
What's an interesting fact about Graham, Mike? What do you have?
His pre-shot routine is the most consistent one in the club.
Oh, I've never watched it.
You should. It's very elegant and graceful.
Oh, but he always does the hand. He points the hand at the broom.
He does a little bit
That
of
I
a
find
yoga
cute.
pose.
Yeah,
a little
he
heavy
has,
here.
That's okay. No, that's a lot heavy. That was a little heavy.
You know, Stu, in this situation,
That's a lot heavy.
early on in the game, though, sometimes you're trying to find what that draw weight is. I think now he's going to calibrate, and he should be dialed in for the next rock.
See, I don't get what you get for hitting this. What do you get for hitting it? Nothing.
I think Greg is just committed to playing the blank at this point.
The blank is in play for sure. Are we going to get Brendan the President? Brendan the President sitting in the hot seat and do some
Ladies and
commentary.
gentlemen, we got a guest in
We
the
got
booth right
Brendan, the club president, sitting in the hot seat.
I was not elected.
Yes, you were. Brendan, what's going on? What's,
You tell me.
how's your year been as president? Have you had fun? Ups, downs?
Ups and downs.
What's your most up? What's your most up thing you've done?
The most up thing we done was we got the restructuring committee struck, and we also got the retaining wall project, which has been a long-term.
Really, someone's building the wall. When I was on the board, we were trying to build that wall.
Apparently, we're gonna
Trump
build
can get
that
a
wall.
wall faster than we can.
Yeah, and apparently we're gonna build that
Trump
wall.
to be president of the club.
We're gonna build that wall.
Okay,
yeah,
we're gonna build the wall. Woo.
But in terms of what's happening on the ice, I have no idea.
Pardon?
In terms of what's happening on the ice, I have no idea.
We look like we're having a blank because it's very open. There are no guards, so I think it's gonna be a blank end. It's gonna be blah blah blah, boring. So, what's the highlight of your being a president of the club this year?
Ooh, I would say the highlight is I've met a ton of people this year. The advantage, better or worse, of being present is the fact that everybody introduces yourself to them, and you get to meet a ton of members. Because you got to remember, this is like a 950 member club. It's not the 60 people who show up here every day. So to meet that many people and to sort of get a sense of what the real club atmosphere is, not what the in-crowd, so to speak, is it's really educational. And what they want and what they need is very different from the people who sort of are here every day. At the same time, what I will say is you get a lot of gossip too, and I won't spill. But
a lot of what?
You get a lot of gossip too, which I won't spill.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm here for it. I'm here for spilling tea, and this has been a great year for spilling tea. So.
Do you know, I will tell you, John Torrey came to one of my Sioux Cell Toronto Tankard here, and he came to meet the curlers, and he walked in and he said, I didn't even know this club existed, and he said 10 of the top things he realized about the city of Toronto was the High Park Club. He realized it was here and it existed, and that was one of his top 10 moments as being mayor of Toronto in his first term. So that was pretty cool, like, you know, and it's the same thing, like, this club is such a unique entity of great people and so much. Like, it's really cool.
We're in the heart of a neighborhood. It's almost 1,000 members. Like, that's an anomaly. Even just to be financially in a stable position, one that can invest into the club, back into the club. Not every club has got that opportunity. I've had the opportunity this year to travel around Ontario, find different clubs, and you know, some of them still have volunteer bartenders because they can't make ends meet. Some of them can't. Some of them are raising for capital projects to keep the ice on. Like, you know. It's,
Okay, so you have a 2 of hearts in your hat. Which game are you playing ends with?
Oh, sheet 3 all day.
Sheet 3, and you got 2 red.
Which would be 2 yellow.
Is that 2 yellow? Is it red yellow? All right, so I think you're okay. I don't think you're buying drinks. I think you're getting a free drink.
Gotta hope so.
I honestly, to get to now would be impossible, so I think you're okay. I think you're drink free. Anyways, thank you so much for your service. I know being president of this club is a lot of work. The club runs on volunteers. You've done an amazing job. You've been a great president.
Thank you so much.
The club has done so much, so thank you for your service. And everyone should realize that High Park Club has a lot of volunteers, and we service the club and we help the club. And Brendan is he's like the president, so he took a whole year off to like run the club, and that's amazing.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I will hand this back to Mr. Mike Walsh, who is the skip of my Thursday team, even though we lost.
Yeah, we did. But we had a fun time doing it.
Okay, so we are here at the men's finals. So for all you people who are tuning in now, we had an exciting day today. Kelly Cochran won her 11th club championship for the women's side. Yeah, I'm saying women's side, yes. 11th club women's championship today. We had some exciting moments. Karen Gelati was given the Chris Wana Spirit Award, which was exciting. And Jody McCutcheon was inducted to the Hall of Fame in the club for her many, many, many years of competitive curling, coaching, volunteering. Great recipient. So it was a great day at the club. We gave out a lot of awards. It was awesome. And now we are here with, we are in the men's championship.
Yes, we are.
Mike's been there like roving reporter. What'd you find out? What's going on? What's the gossip? A blank on 3. I think it was a blank on 3.
There was some rumors that the Wright team was looking for a rock list. A little bit controversial in club curling. That being said,
A rock list?
a rock list.
Okay.
We'll see what the outcome looks like.
Ooh, sheet 4 is like bunchy. Can we go to sheet 4 and look at all the rocks in play? Bunchy. Oh, okay, we can't pan. Okay, for all you people who are listening at home, sheet 4 has got bunchy rocks. It's a mess. Not sure who's what. We can't pan over there, but we're telling you, it's messy. Oh, a wreck on the car. Anyways, we'll update you on the score, sheet 4.
So first end, we saw a blank. How do you feel about that, Stu?
I told you, King's not going to win unless they're aggressive. They had multiple times to be aggressive. They could have drawn behind that blue guard and said, hey, Robert, do something. And they chose not to. I think that's their mistake. Because if you look at the stats and the teams, I think Wright is a better team, so you got to be aggressive. I would have drawn behind that blue, and I would have said, Mike, chase me, or Robert, chase me.
Good question, Kelly. Sometimes the world is a confusing place. Back to the game here. Looks like the Sooners
That's going through, I
don't
think.
want any bit of this. That's never a good sign when they
Going
stop at the
through.
hog line.
Blank. It was a blank. And for all you viewers who are watching us, just let you know that next weekend we are doing the last kick, which is the funnest bonspiel of the club. It's a Kentucky Derby theme. It's going to be way fun. We got games, we got prizes, we got food, blah, blah, blah. Sponsored by the Sioux Sells Realty team.
Yeah, it is. Number one
Yeah,
realtor in the
baby,
east
number one
side.
realtor. Yes.
West side?
And that's going to be like the last kick. After that, the ice is, everyone skates on it, and then it's melted. But keep in mind that June, we're going to have our surf and turf, where you can come down and have a lobster and a steak, sit outside in our beautiful back patio, our beautiful garden mat, and have a great time doing surf and turf. Woo! Surf and turf is so much fun. We actually cook like 150 lobsters from scratch. We cook steaks. It's a great evening. So put it in your calendar. I think it's the third Thursday, whatever that date is in June. Is Jackson coming on the mic?
Jackson's going to update us.
Okay. So we're getting an update.
Wade took one.
Wade took one. Should have taken more, but anyways. So Wade is 1-0 against Montesano. And someone took 4 on sheet 2. Who's that? Kavals took 4 on sheet 2 against Lowe's. Kavals got 4 against Lowe's on sheet 2, so that's game over. We were blank on sheet 3, and that was a mess on sheet 4. Ewing got 1 on sheet 5. And what was the mess on 4? There was a lot of rocks in play. It was like crazy. Vices, put your scores up. For all you viewers who are online now, I think what you need to do is you need to call your friends and tell them to get online and watch the game because it's exciting. And if not, come down to the club here. We got a great bar. We got pizza. We got fun. It's like boom, boom, boom. This is the best place to play. Don't watch the Leafs. You can come down here and watch some curling. Great curling. We're going to hand out some great trophies. We already handed out some awesome trophies earlier on. Jody McCutcheon was inducted to the Wall of Fame. Well deserved. Amazing contributor to the club. Amazing person, curler, blah, blah, blah. I could go on for hours. Karen Gelati was given the Chris Wanda Spirit Award. Very emotional, very good. And then, of course, Kelly Cochran won her 11th championship, women's championship at the High Park Club. And so now, like, hit. Stop hitting people. You got to draw. On sheet 3, you got to draw. Right, Mike? You got to draw. You got to put rocks on play. You got 2 guards. Like, draw in. Yeah, there we go, Greg. Draw in.
Maybe a little bit of a bold statement from Greg King saying, I'm going to outplay you in the traditional game. No guards in play?
Yeah, but force him to 1 and then get back the hammer. Robert Wright has a hammer. He's the higher seed. Draw in, force it to 1, and then take the hammer back. But there's no point in hitting anything. No one should be hitting anymore. You got to be in. You got to be all in now. You got to be all in to play. So, Mike, I hate to put you on the spot, but I'm going to.
Yeah, go for it, Stu.
What's your year next year? Are you still playing with Tippin? What's going on?
Yeah, next year we got the same crew coming back.
Same crew?
Looking pretty excited. We're actually coming down to Halifax playing your Bondsville.
Oh, my God. Awesome.
Yeah,
The Sioux Cells Halifax 1824 Classic. Exciting. Are you going to play Collingwood? Brantford? What are you playing?
We are going to do all of the Stu South events.
You are doing all of the Sioux Cells.
Yeah.
I might have to sponsor you. Oh, my God.
Weird. Isn't that weird?
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. No, it's going to be great. The Stu South events are probably one of the funnest things that I have done. Tough scene in competitive curling, but Stu Cells always puts on a great show.
And hey, the Sioux Cells Toronto Tankard is coming back to High Park this year. We're going to be in High Park this year. That's exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Thanksgiving weekend, we're back. And exciting, the Sioux Cells Junior is going to be the weekend before, and the winner of the Sioux Cells Junior will get an automatic entry into the Sioux Cells Tankard.
Wow.
For free.
Amazing.
Yeah! Oh my God! Whoa!
Britta Cochran, everybody.
So that's great. Whoever wins the junior event is going to get an entry.
Last name is Leonzakis.
It's a good thing this isn't for children.
No, okay. You want to force, right, Brendan? Brendan's here. You want to force. Why wouldn't you draw like back 8 and force them into a draw? I don't know why splitting the house. Just give them a hit. Robert has a hammer.
Does King throw with the crutch?
Yeah, he does.
I'm
throw.
pretty sure he's happy to be in this game.
It's a
So
stabilizer.
let's see how the next few ends play out, because he's holding his own here. We got a 0-0 game.
I'm saying
He's
no.
doing
I don't think
okay.
splitting the house is a call.
He's
I think you
no,
draw
he's
in,
keeping
you
it.
force Wright to get the 1.
I don't see much.
Draw in here, force them to get the 1.
Yellow.
You got to force them to get the 1. And why are you splitting the house? You don't have a hammer. Why are you splitting the house?
Because he's forcing into 1. Yes, we think he's going to come around the top one. However,
Anyways, we have conflicting. Everyone like split the house.
Stu,
No.
Stu, let's play this out. So if
So
he
he
goes
draws in.
open,
He draws in here.
and then so say blue comes around that guard, which is like pretty fucking juicy. Pardon my F-bomb.
Okay, but now you hit this and you roll over here.
Oh my God!
You're putting
Stu.
rocks in
Holy
play.
Club
Rocks in
Curling is
play.
making a 8-foot roll that is parallel.
But what happens?
No,
if they
it don't
make
exist,
What
bud.
happens
If
they
they're gonna
make
make
it?
that roll, they're gonna be sitting in biting 12, and they will not be shot. So, here, he can draw there if he wanted to, but he's not. He's still electing to play the hit. He's gonna get close to behind the guard, but he's not gonna be behind the guard and likely be shot. It's very low.
Blue got 2. So blue is this side. Is that sheet 2? So it lows.
I know. What?
So that's sheet 4, right?
But if he hits and rolls,
Oh, he didn't make it. Oh, shocker. What did I call? He didn't make it. So now, yellow can make, no, because you were saying he was going to roll
knows
behind the
it. He
guard.
knows
He
it.
knows hit. So now yellow definitely has to hit, and it's a decision whether they want to roll slightly towards the outside of the rings or if they want to make an aggressive roll behind the guard, which they don't want to do because they will be behind the T line if they make the roll behind the guard.
I think Greg's really happy to take this rock out. As long as he remains shot, rock will be in a good position.
He's not a lot of ice, so.
As long as he has sitting 2, he's going to be very good because his full goal is to force.
Exactly, force to 1.
Their main
Force to 1. Oh.
Looks a little bit wide here.
No, I think it's okay.
We're 0-0.
Perfect shot. He's biting.
Now
Robert has to deal
but
with that.
interesting
So
conversation.
Robert's now going to play the draw.
Why you hit that? Draw in.
Oh my
Robert,
God.
draw.
Oh
Robert,
my
draw.
God!
Robert, draw.
Can we believe what is occurring here? Robert is not throwing
Why
the
would you hit
draw.
that rock? There's no point in hitting that rock.
I don't
Draw.
know. What, which
It'd
is
be better
the
if you
draw
hit,
or
you
the
better hit the other rock. Hit the other
There
rock.
is a conversation we made about playing the draw because you'll get draw weight on your second throw.
Exactly.
Maybe at this moment in time, Rob just isn't feeling that confident with his draw weight.
What is he going to gain from out throwing a takeout on the second shot rock? If you're going to hit anything, you're going to hit the first shot rock, which is semi-guarded. So take your pick, Rob. I don't know.
If you're going to hit a rock, hit the top rock and roll in behind the blue guard. This gives you nothing.
Nothing. And now guess what?
He's going to hit that.
King has a free opportunity to come around that corner guard
And draw,
sit
yeah.
you, and make you draw to the 4.
For your point.
Mr. Wright.
Against 2. Yeah, that was a bad shot.
You know, we here in the stream team,
That whole baby tiredness clearly has messed with Wright's brain. Just saying.
big shout out to Rob and his family, though, just bringing in a new infant. Beautiful baby.
Brenda, are you saying you can't have a baby and then curl?
Clearly decisions are being foggy down.
Oh, foggy new parent decisions. I'm tired.
Sleep deprived is a
Sleep
real thing.
deprived, yeah.
So, interesting fact about Rob Wright, the man loves Frito-Lays. What do we got here? So Greg King,
Like the chips?
yeah. Greg King, everybody. Greg King looking to play the draw behind cover here, leaving Rob an open draw to compete against 2.
Listen, if he makes a nice draw here, he could be biting in the 4.
Yeah.
Or he could even give him a little tease, because we all know
Exactly,
Mr.
a little
Wright likes
tease,
a
yes.
little tease. And let's show him half and be a little bit more of that 4 foot and make him throw the in-turn off the line. And have to stick it hard.
There you go. Brenda Cochran, everyone, with the color commentary.
That's not my name.
My apologies.
God damn it.
No, but if he draws behind the blue and he buries it, Rob's going to have a tough shot to get 1.
Pretty good situation here, I think, for Greg King. We got Ziggy FX. Big shout out to Ziggy VFX in the chat. Thank you for contributing to this stream.
Ziggy VFX, tell all your friends to log on to our finals day.
Let's go.
Bury it, boy, bury it, bury it, bury it. Oh,
at
great
that.
shot. Now Wright's screwed.
Okay, Mr. Wright.
Yeah,
What are you
Wright's
gonna do with
screwed.
that? Oh. Mr. Wright's a big man. He's considering the double for a blank because he's been watching too much of the Briar.
You know, it's a difficult shot, but it does put an opportunity for scoring 2 on the table. Based on the first shot that he played, I don't think he wants to play the draw.
Clearly it's true.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to grip it and rip it. Also, would you not rather play a peel than a draw?
All I did was draw, but I also did lose, so I guess maybe that's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, there's no harm in the shot because if he doesn't hit it right, he rolls out and he gives up 1. Like, he gives up 1. Big whoa.
He's playing a club game here. He says,
Yeah.
if I don't make this, I'm going to give up 1, and I'm okay giving up 1. But, like, we're in the game, man.
But he gave up 1. Big whoa, he gave up 1.
But, like, we're in here, too. We're in the game.
Oh. Rob still has 1 more shot.
Oh, my God. How did we lose track of who was shooting? It's probably because Bretta's 4-1.
Yeah, she
That's
is.
okay. So with King now, he's gonna.
Rob must have the hammer.
He's
Rob
gonna
had the
lay it
hammer.
on hard. he's going to lace it. He's going to be right on top. And then he's going to make Rob maybe make a run back or the straight draw to the forefoot. And no one knows the time on the top. Their teammates have dropped 3.
Oh no, there wasn't a blank in the first time.
Oh.
My apologies, everyone. It looks like the stream team may have had a couple too many Chardonnays, and we messed up the first end.
Oh my God!
Did you throw me under the bus, Mike? I didn't have too many Chardonnays.
I was talking about Guy.
Okay, yeah. They got 1? When did they get 1 in the first end?
Oh my God, they had Hammer all along, and you had me commentating thinking that Wright had Hammer?
Honestly, we thought they blanked to the 1. We thought they blanked 1. We thought they blanked.
You're going to take my wrong name, okay?
Leonzakis, everybody.
We would like to apologize. We thought there was a blank in the first end.
Zeki?
King. Great. 1 for Grant.
Okay, so we're back with the final game on sheet 3, men's championship, 2-1 for King against Wright. We apologize for our commentating because we honestly thought there was a blank in the first end. It's very hard to see from where we're at. It's hard to see the scoreboard. When we looked at the rocks, we thought it was a blank, but they actually did score 1. So King just drew in for the 2. So game on. Exciting. Mike, it's exciting, right? 2-1?
I'll tell you, the energy in the room, Stu, is electric in this moment. Everybody here is very excited, and they want to see a good curling game.
The amazing thing about the High Park Curling Club is every finals weekend, members come out so much. It's amazing. Members come who haven't curled here in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, but they come to watch the finals. They celebrate the club. It's such an amazing atmosphere. So if you're out there watching us and you want to look to curl, come to the High Park Curling Club. It's an amazing club. It's got so much history, character, friendship. It really, truly is a second family. So on sheet 5, it's a tie game, 1-1 in the third end. Sheet 4, 2-0, but I don't think they've hung the score. 2-1 in our final game. Sheet 2, it's 4-0, but I don't think they've hung the score. And then on sheet 1, it's 1-0, but they haven't hung the score yet. But we will get back to you with the scores. We will, once they're updated. We're from afar, so we're looking at the sheets. They haven't put up the scores yet. Bad Vices, put up your scores so we know what's going on. So we have to do a big shout out to our club staff. We have an amazing club here. Chris Way's our general manager. Kenneth Scott's our ice maker. Nika is in charge of the bar, the most important person. Our bar staff, our ice techs. Like, High Park is awesome because we have so many great people that work here. It's a great club to be part of. So a big shout out to them for making this amazing, keeping the ice in great shape. We're good. Mike, you're back. You did a little tour in the club. What's going on in the club? Energy's like electric. The fans are pumped.
The energy in the route is
There's
really,
great
really,
pizza.
really strong.
I'm eating some pizza. It's good.
Yeah, you are.
I know I'm hungry. I need pizza.
You got to get those carbs in you.
So, Mike, how long have you been a member of the High Park Club?
Stu, I'm coming on my 3rd year.
Oh my God, you're a virgin.
You could say that.
Wow. So, how have you found the curling here? What do you like about the High Park Club?
Stu, I'll be honest with you, this is the first curling club I've ever been to that had a membership that was this involved, and super elated to come to this place, not only on days that they're curling, but days when they're not.
We are like a all-year club. Like, we come here in the summer, we hang out in the patio, we drink, we have big events, the surf and turf, great events, like outside of curling.
All right. Back to the curling, everybody. Looks like Greg's taking a lead here. 1 point advantage. Rob Wright with the hammer. In the 3rd end.
I don't think King is being aggressive enough for his competition.
That's a good point here.
I think he's got to step it up. Why are you ripping this guard? You don't have a hammer. Why do you not freeze to the back yellow, or freeze to the back blue, and force Wright to make a move on it? Like, why are you ripping this guard? I don't get it. I think he's got to be more aggressive.
Yeah, probably a tad bit on the conservative side, Stu. You know what they say, though, the best shot is the one that you make, and he did not make that one.
It doesn't now. Okay, so now Robert splits the house, and then how do you get both? You can't get both. You're giving up a deuce. If you had froze onto that back blue, if you had come down the back blue, you were buried, you couldn't be hit. You're going to force Wright to play on it, and then the yellow jams on the blue. Now it's a guaranteed 2. You split the house, it's guaranteed 2. I go over here, you hit one, I hit one, you hit one, I hit one, you hit out, I get my deuce. That's the problem. He should have froze on it.
Well, that's a really good point here. You know, we were talking about earlier in the first end, though.
You don't make this, you're hooped because now it's an open hit, and now the blank's in play.
Looking a little bit heavy here.
Yeah. Where were they going? Oh, they were trying to guard it. Stupid. They didn't have to guard it. They had to draw over here, 12-foot T-line, split the house, and then they would have got 2. Now they're going to give up. I don't know what's going to happen. They hit this. Wreck.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest at the Goofs today.
Special guest?
Kevin Hogan, the president of the pickleball group at High Park. Absolutely. Why don't you take a
President
moment
of pickleball?
and tell us about pickleball at High Park?
Yeah, so this year we're looking to really launch our pickleball, and the important thing with it is you can buy a membership in pickleball all summer long, and the great thing is we're probably going to have 2 ladders, which means spring and summer. So that means if you're going away in the summer, you can play in the spring. If you're going away in the spring, you can play in the summer. We're probably going to have a couple learn to play pickleballs. The nice part, inside, so no sunscreen required. And any type of weather, we'll show up and allow you to pickleball. And if you want, we have daytime, we have nighttime, and evening available. So whatever works for your schedule, you get your friends together, and yeah, you can pickle together. It's a really great time. It's not quite as fun as curling, but it's very good.
Not as fun as curling. Come on. Do we need any special equipment for pickleball? What do we need? Shoes, shorts?
So there's not a lot of special equipment required. If you want to buy your own paddle, that's absolutely something that can be done.
Are paddles provided if you don't have a paddle?
We do have paddles that are provided. We have nets, and everything is set up. You just have to show up. And if you're not quite committed, there will be an option for people who want to show up and play, and there'll be a drop-in fee. And from there, you can decide whether you want to commit or not. And the great part is there's a great bar here at the High Park Club.
The best bar. Now, this is the key question that I need to ask. Can you drink while you play pickleball, or no alcohol is allowed on the floor?
So there is no alcohol allowed on the floor, but as long as you keep it off of the court surface, in theory, you can make sure that you utilize that. But when your friends are finished, they can get off, and whether you buy a pitcher or a couple pints, it's
A bottle of Chardonnay?
a bottle of Chardonnay, a
Bottle
bottle
of
of Pinot
Chardonnay,
Grigio,
yay!
right? Whatever you want, we have it all.
I'm going to play pickleball. I can drink Chardonnay. And the patio is the best patio in the whole place in the city. Like, this patio rocks. Yeah.
Listen, of all the membership places in Toronto, I will say the High Park Club has the most cost-effective membership for the best patio, the best outside space for that. And if you're less into pickleball and more into tennis, that is an option, but there's a bit of a waiting list.
There is a waiting list for the tennis. It is very in demand, yes.
Yeah. So,
But we have the only grass courts that are east of BC.
for
So,
sure.
yeah. And we've had Eugenie Bouchard came here to practice for Wimbledon. Roger Federer came here to practice on our grass courts.
Absolutely.
Like, our grass courts are famous.
Yeah,
Famous.
I heard Seal even came out at one point to
Seal came to sing for a birthday party for somebody, a tennis player.
but he played tennis as well, if I understand that correctly, Sue.
He did pick up a racket and hit some balls. So we've had Seal on the courts. Yeah, we've had famous people on these courts.
Yeah.
Because we're a legend in Canada. Legend.
Well, and I think the only other grass court is in Victoria. Is that not correct?
We're the only grass court east of British Columbia. Real grass. They're fake grass, but we're real grass.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is a really great matchup that's happening right now.
Rob's sitting in a good spot right now.
Well, King has to freeze to that back blue. That's his only call. I don't know what he's looking at. He can try the double run, but the double run, if you don't make it, you're giving up 2 for sure. I like the freeze. Freeze to it. Force Robert to do something. What do you like, Mike? I like the freeze to the back blue.
You know, there's not a lot of options here, Stu.
I think the run is not the call. Because even if you're light and you're high, then you're still in play. I think the double run is, I think it's a long run. I don't think Greg can make it.
Yeah.
So I'd rather draw in, freeze that back blue, and say, hey, Robert, you do something now.
That's a good point. You know, Stu, I actually played with Greg in the playoffs. I had a pleasure of going out with those guys. They have a really good communication between the back ends. A lot of communication, a lot of talk. I think the shots that they call are the ones that they think that they can make and the ones that are going to make high impact.
They're hitting the back blue. They're hitting the back blue, forcing Rob to hit it. So I think they're conceiving the deuce.
Interesting call. You would think that a rock anywhere inside of there would make it really difficult not to
Well,
jam.
even if you came to like the A and Sunny, like if you just sat there, you're game on all day. Like, I don't know. I think this is a passive call. I told you. If Greg wants to win this game, he's got to be aggressive. This is a passive call. He's looking at the scoreboard. I'll give up my dues. You can't give up your dues. You got to force Robert to. Even if they were a little bit above, the jamming possibilities are huge.
Yeah. Sweeper's on it early. Looks like we have
No, he's good.
a good hit right here.
So Rob hits that. Rob gets his dues.
I'm not sure if he needs to hit it, Stu. I think he can just play the draw.
He could draw because he's got the backing of the yellow. I don't think is this last rock. No, this is the first.
I don't believe so, because Greg's come back to the other side. So Rob with a draw here to sit two. It's going to force Greg into a really tough position.
Actually, I would draw top 8 and tease him. But yeah, like draw in there and get your 3. Say, I don't care about that rock behind. Yeah, right there, yeah. And say, I don't care about the rock behind. It means nothing to me. And force Greg into a really crazy shot for, yeah.
Just to reinstate to everybody, High Park is going to be having pickleball this season in the summertime.
Yes.
So if you're interested in getting a little bit of exercise and being a part of a community, please come down to the High Park Curling Club in the summer and join one of our drop-in leagues.
highpark.com. You can also go online and you can get on. But yes, we do have the summer. The summer is great. The bar is awesome. We have the best patio in the whole city. And pickleball is fun. Have you played pickleball?
I have. I am actually an avid pickleballer.
You are not a pickleballer, are you?
I am. I come to play in most of the leagues. I don't play in the super competitive ones because I'm not that good.
See, I had my knee replaced last year, so I couldn't join pickleball. And I'm on the fence about joining pickleball this year, only because I'm in this club from like September to May. You know what? I like a break from the club. I just like want to get out. You know what? I want to enjoy the patio. I just want to come down here and drink. I don't want to come down here and be like, oh, I got to be competitive. I got to play in a league. I'm like, I want to break.
Yeah, that's a good point,
And that's
Stu.
cool. You know?
That's the reality. You know the place is doing well when the members are saying, hey, I spend too much time here.
No, I want to come down and just enjoy the patio, have some drinks, enjoy it, and enjoy the club, and not have to be competitive. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta get down here, I gotta play games, like blah, blah, blah. I'm a tennis member, so I'll play tennis. But tennis and pickleball and curling, like, I might as well just move in. I might as well, like, can I get a trailer somewhere? Can I get a trailer in our limited parking and put it up?
There's no rule against it, Stu. Looks like Greg's got a really interesting situation here because if he hits that rock, he's going to jam on the back one. Simultaneously, he needs to be shot rock after he throws this because Rob Wright is lying too.
I think that. Oh, what did Rob throw? We missed Rob's throw.
Rob threw a drawdown and tapped that to just a little bit of the back eight.
I still think the freeze. The freeze is a shock. Oh. I think the freeze is a shock. Because even if you're heavy and you tap it, you're still okay.
Yeah, that's
the
a good
hit will
point.
jam.
I think if they make a pocket here, that's probably the best.
The hit is not the call. The hit is not the call because you need rocks in play. I think the heavy draw. No, he's going for the hit. He's going to jam. He's
Playing
gonna
the
jam.
intern too, Stu. That's an interesting handle
I know.
with the position of
Like,
that guard.
No, come the other way. The guard's there. Yeah, come the other way.
You know, there is a world here where he ticks that top one, and he might end up sitting two at the end of it. But it's
If he
very
takes that
difficult.
top one, Rob could have an open hit for 4. If he takes that top one on,
No, I'm saying, yeah, no. If he hits this one into that one, then it might not catch over here. It might be sitting
get the
two
back
at the
one.
end.
You can't get the back one.
Yeah, difficult shot though for Greg King, but he's feeling confident with the hit weight.
Anyways, we're here at the High Park Club, men's final day. We had an exciting early. The women's final went on first, but in High Park history, we had the other club championship known as the SATSAC, and we actually had women's team in it. Ooh, oh, it's not bad. Oh, thanks, honey.
Appreciate you.
So we actually had the other club championship, and we had open teams. Women's team played in it the first time. It was awesome. We had a great day, a great start to the day. The women's went on. Kelly Cochran is the women's champion this year. Karen Gelati got the Chris Wanda Spirit Award. Very emotional. And our amazing Jody McCutcheon won the the Wall Hall of Fame award that the men's section gives out. Well deserved. Great day. And now we're here at the finals day. And Robert's got an open hit for 2, I believe. But he might be. No, he's good. And that's 2 for Robert Wright. So 3-2.
3-2
for Wright against King. Very close game. Sheet 1 is still 2-0 for Way. Sheet 2 is still 4-2 for Kavals. Sheet 4 is 3-0 Stevenson over Michaels. That's crazy.
You know, that's
and
what we
Sheet
identified
fought-
at the beginning of those two.
That was yeah. I thought that would be a really close game, and we're tied 1-1 on sheet 5. Like, honestly, McMichael is a Thursday night team. Stevenson is a Monday night team, and that's when it mixes and matches, when it crosses over. It's cool that the Monday night teams rise up to. They're good teams. Like Monday night men's curling has some great teams.
You know, Mark Stevenson really is a dark horse.
But he's won it. He's been to the final 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah, the man does not get the credit he deserves.
Exactly.
Back to our game over here. Looks like Rob may have floated that one into the rings, not in an advantageous position, but Greg King electing for the takeout still.
Stupid shot. No, I think he's wrong. I don't think he's doing the takeout. Is he? Bad shot. See, this is my thing. If Greg wants to win this game, he's got to be aggressive. He should put up a guard. Like, why is he doing the takeout? It doesn't make sense. He's got to be aggressive. Okay, so you take out, Rob takes it out, you take it out, Rob takes it out, blah, 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 and then you blank. He's got to be aggressive. He's got to put rocks in play. He's got to force Robert to play.
Yeah, William
Can I call
Wright.
timeout? Can I call timeout?
You know, you can call it. I don't know if they're going to accept it, but we got William Wright here with the guard. Looks like he's playing a takeout, actually. Correct. William Wright is actually Rob Wright's brother.
He's totally taken out. Totally taken out. They're going to hit, and then it's going to be over. And you're not going to get any points. You've got to be aggressive.
Yeah.
Got to be aggressive.
All right.
So, hey, Mike, you've been here for 3 years. How do you like the High Park Club? What's your favorite thing about it?
You know, Stu,
Besides meeting me.
well, meeting the #1 real estate agent in the area.
Number one.
Number one. That's been a fabulous experience. But you know what the High Park Club does really well? Creates a strong environment where you just feel warm and welcome.
Yeah.
And regardless of what you're doing, if you're playing in the section, it's just a really good opportunity for you to take a moment outside of your everyday life and just enjoy what you're doing.
Yeah.
Come down with your friends, have a drink, do something that's social. Don't worry about what you got going on at work. Let those things go by the wayside. And just overall have a good time.
It's really cool because it's such a family basis club. Like, Chris Ewing's daughter came in with her newborn, and like all the members just were like all over. It was like, oh my God, like you had a baby, and that's great, and that's amazing, and they all wanted to see the baby. And it's like the #1 superstar here this weekend, that baby. Because everyone's grown up in this club. Like, everyone's grown up. Like, I even know, like, Chris Ewing's daughter, like, when she was young. And now, you know, she's having a baby. It's like, oh, my God. Like, and you get that in that club. You get that familyness that Jackson and Ella, when I first curled with Sean, they were like, you know, like 4, 5, 6. And now they're like teenagers and they're crazy. But it's just crazy how you see them, you know, it's like a family. Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, that's a good point. You know, with curling clubs actually are struggling quite a bit outside of the area, but it seems like whatever the recipe they got going on at High Park, it's working quite well.
I think they have going in here is because everyone, we heard a cheer. What was the cheer? What was the cheer for? It's a bad cheer, good cheer? We heard a cheer. What was it? Jackson, go get the cheer report. What was the cheer for?
Yeah, we got Jackson
Who
Curtis
missed
on
what?
site.
Jackson's our roving reporter. He's going to get back on what was missed. Something was missed. Something on 2, I think, 2.
Hey, we got a guest in the booth here.
Our ice maker. Woo!
Why don't you tell our people a little bit about what you guys have to do to prepare this championship ice?
Well, it takes a lot of training and early mornings and a lot of scraping until the ice is flat and you can see your own reflection, then some very careful and calculated pebble at various temperatures. And
Do you see your reflection? Is that scary or no?
no, I want to see the reflection of the scoreboard.
Oh, okay. Reflection of the scoreboard. Okay. Okay, we have our roving reporter. What happened with Lowe's?
Lowe's made a great hitting goal to sit shot, but it was actually second shot.
Oh, he made a good shot. Everyone cheered, but it was not a good shot. It was second shot. Oh.
Sounds like the level of difficulty was high with the execution.
It was a high, yeah, it
lackluster.
was a high shot. Yeah.
So actually, we got Jackson with us as a roving reporter. How do you feel about the junior program at High Park?
It's pretty cool. It's really cool to see so many kids coming out and just playing curling. It kind of seems like a dying sport to me, but to like see kids like this is pretty cool.
And what's your mission? Where are you going? Like, what's your next step?
The Briar.
You're going to the Briar next year? Well, not next year. Like maybe. Who's your team next year? Who's your junior team? Do you need a sponsor? Did you say Dixie? Okay, I'll still sponsor you because I love you and your dad. But you're gonna play at a Dixie, but you're gonna be in the junior side, right? You're gonna play in the Sioux South Junior? What do you mean no? Okay, I'm not sponsoring you anymore then. You're not playing in the Sioux South Junior? This is how you work your sponsor. You gotta say, yeah, Sioux. You're not gonna play in the Sioux South Junior? Where are you gonna play?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know. That was kind of like a 50-50. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna give you money and then you're gonna join up in all the other junior events and not mine?
Jackson Purvis, everybody.
Jackson Purvis, yeah. You can say something.
No comment.
Okay,
No
so
comment
I
on this
may be sponsoring Jackson Purvis next year in the Sioux Cells. Maybe. I don't know if he's playing, but.
Well, the reality is that the Stu Sales Bonspiels are the best Bonspiels that you can join.
Exactly. They are the best. They're fun. And hey, I'm telling everyone out there, I don't know where you are economically or where you are work-wise, but if you have some extra money, sponsoring teams is the best thing because you just give those teams a chance to go to a Bonspiel, go to an event, put the logo on their jerseys, everyone sees it, and you know what? They go to the Olympics. They might go to the Olympics, and that's cool. So,
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
sponsor curling teams. It's worthwhile.
Definitely.
Oh, Sam got one on sheet one, so it's 2-1. Numbers are going up on. Kavals got another one, so it's 5-2. Kavals. Stole another one on sheet 4, so it's 3-0. And then they got they.
Looks
still
like-
tied. They blank 3 on sheet 5.
Looks like Stevenson is just nickel and diming McMichael's over there on sheet 4.
You know what? Mark is a good team. Like, they're a good team. And Mark Stevenson against McMichael. But Mark can play a good game. He's an underdog. Sheet 4. McMichael against Stevenson. Kelly Cochran, women's champion again. What's your thought on that?
Well, I believe it is the first time ever somebody with the stick has won our club championship. Woo, Lisa!
Woo, Lisa! Anything else?
Somebody can prove me wrong, but as far as my husband goes.
Against Mark Stevenson and McMichael, what do you think?
Oh, that's a tough call.
It is a tough call.
I grew up at the club with Colin McMichael.
Yes.
His mother, fun fact, you want to know? My very first teaching job was at Annette. Darlene was the second.
Get out. Cray.
Crazy.
History of the High Park Club. It's a big family. There's so many connections. So what do you think about Wright and King? Who's going to pull it off?
I don't know, but I feel like I'm doing a really good job at not answering your question.
I know. You're not telling me anything. You're the worst interviewer. Kelly Cochran, women's champion, 2024 High Park Club. Just say something. Who's going to win what? Okay, that's my team. Woo! I love it.
Kelly, the real question here is people want to know at home, how do you feel about everyone calling you the GOAT of High Park?
Well, Brenna goes by Best Cochran, so I feel like that goes to her.
Okay.
What does GOAT stand for?
Greatest of all time.
Oh, the GOAT.
The GOAT of High Park. Jackson, how do you feel? Staying next
Kelly
to
the GOAT of all time? GOAT.
Lining up how many club championships he needs to have.
It's only 11.
Yeah, you do. That's why we call you the GOAT.
So Kelly Cochran has just reaffirmed that it's 11 women's, but we don't know how many mixed she's won.
You know, it's a good time when you
Yeah.
don't remember how many championships
Exactly.
you have under your
Yeah,
belt.
honestly, like.
And we're happy to be her friend. Back to the game, everybody. What are we looking at here?
Oh, we're looking at garbage because there's nothing in play. Okay, so if you're Greg King, who's got the shot? You got to draw him behind. You got to draw him behind. You got to hide one. Robert wants to clear the guard, which is fine, but why not draw him behind it? Use that guard to your advantage and get your deuce. Robert doesn't have the hammer, so he's going to clear, which is fine. But then they'll just draw behind the blue and hide their yellow. If I was Greg, I'd hide behind the blue.
I think Rob's thinking that he's going to roll onto the rings here, forcing Greg to play the takeout and then trying to push him to a blank.
Oh, look at you, Spicy McSpicy.
Well, I play in the Stu Cells tournaments, and that's where I've learned strategy from.
Hey, we have 8 events this year. We have great events this year. Sioux South Swam's coming back to Hyde Park, which is going to be awesome. It's going to be here.
A shout out to Greg. Is that Ziggy?
Greg
VFX?
Ziggy? Where is he? Is he at home? Oh, he's on. Where's he? At home? Huntsville? Craig, what are you doing up in Huntsville? I hope you're like enjoying the country out in the woods. Is he out in the woods? Yeah. Greg, we miss you here at the Hyde Park Club. I hope you're having a good time in Huntsville. Helping your friend, that's awesome. And I hope we're out for a good dinner or maybe out in the woods for a hike.
Probably doing some outdoor adventurous things.
Outdoor adventures. Taking some pictures, probably.
If I know anything about Greg, he's having a good time.
Yeah. We're missing you here at the Hyde Park Club.
Go, Greg, go. So, what do we got looking at here? I think that we are going to be playing.
So we have Guy joining us. Guy, my partner, yes. So
Guy.
My partner, who's only curled like 4 or 5 times, did the draw the button for Curl for Kids, came in second, won $200, and now he's picked the top 3 2 times. He picked last night Tuesday mix. He picked the women, and we're going to win the men's. Guy, what do you think about curling?
It's great.
It's great. He's an awesome curler. He can't open the lock to get his shoes out, but we went down again. We walked through it again. What's your favorite thing about curling?
The social part.
The social part. See, it's all about the social. So get off your asses watching the TV and come down here for drinks. And do you want to go to the Briar?
No, I don't think I
Do you want to play on the Brazilian-Portuguese curling team?
Oh my god.
Guy has his passport. He could actually play on the Portuguese curling team, and he could win because he's an amazing curler. So look out, Guy Borges, Portuguese curling tournament or world. What do you call it? The Olympics.
The Olympics.
You can go to the Olympics.
It's a real competition.
He's got his passport. All you people out in Portugal who are looking for people with actually documentation, Guy's here and he can curl, and he's a great lead.
Stick to big five for them too. You're winning money by that.
Oh, what did they say? So I have a little bit of comment about someone, Brenna, throwing shade on crutch curlers. I don't think she was throwing shade on crutch curlers. I think she was just talking about different levels of curlers. Like Lisa Rawlings played tonight in the final game for the championship, and she threw with the stick. And you know what? I'm a crutch curler. I love the crutch. I actually got a new crutch this year that's higher. It's amazing. So you know what? The crutch, I'm against all you people. Like anything that you can do to make you stable on the broom and throw your rock, crutch, broom, whatever. You want to do without crutch or with a broom. There used to be a guy here who used to do with no crutch and no broom. And he never missed a shot. So, you know what? Anyone could throw a rock. Who cares what you use? It's your own personal thing. I love the crutch. I love the crutch. I'd never go away from the crutch. Guy, my partner, when he started to curl, we gave him the crutch. We never gave him a broom. He loves the crutch. He's all good. So yeah, I don't think Brenna was like dishing the crutch. I was just saying, like, I think she was just talking about.
Why don't we talk about David Nedwin?
He uses the crutch.
Probably the most successful crutch curler of all time.
People tell me, I think the crutch actually, if you look at it, the crutch centers you to the broom. If you have a broom, it can pull you away from the shot. So I'm all for the crutch. All for the crutch. All for the crutch. All for the crutch.
Jack's Pervs, everybody. Reed Crothers.
Reed Crothers uses the crutch. Yeah, like, name them. We can go through a bunch.
The man wins.
Yeah.
So we got a bit of a situation here going on in the middle sheet.
What's going on?
Rob Wright threw a beautiful drawdown, coming down to the back end, leaving a very difficult situation for Greg King trying to remove the stone. Looks like he's electing to play the takeout.
Is he going for the hit? Freeze.
Looks like he's going for the hit.
Stop hitting rocks. You're not going to win this game if you hit rocks. I'm telling you right now. Not going to win. A freeze is way better. Even if you're high, Robert has to hit it and deal with it, and he could roll out.
Difficult shot. Looks like this thing's fully tucked behind the guard, too.
Honestly, and if you miss this, you're giving up. See? You're giving up two. You're giving up two. Stupid shot. Should have drawn. Oh, was that last rock?
Last rock.
Oh, you're right. Oh, he stole one. He should have drawn. He had the whole 4 foot. Why didn't he draw for his one?
Playing
He had the full 4 foot.
You know, I think in his mind he was playing for the blank there.
Oh, stupidity. No. Draw for the one, take the one, tie the game up.
Well, going back to our original conversation about playing aggressive, Stu, Greg is going to need to get some offense generated, so I don't think we're going to be seeing takeouts in the remainder of these.
He's not playing the...
Rob,
look, we got some fine work team from our viewers. Woo! Okay, look, we're going to be here for the next hour or so. Get all your friends to come on and watch some great curling at High Park. And just keep in mind that the High Park Club, tell all your friends, next year the Sioux Cells Junior is going to be here at High Park. The Sioux Cells Toronto Tanker is going to be at High Park with a lot of top teams because we're the weekend before a Grand Slam. They're all going to come here, practice, Thanksgiving weekend. Mark the date. It's going to be fun. Am I allowed to say that? Sioux Cells? 100%. 100%. Okay, thank you. Great day here. The sun's out. The patio is beautiful. If you're sitting at home and you want to come sit at a patio, come sit at a patio. The club is rocking. We got pizza. We got fun. It's all good. I'm here with Mike Walsh. Mike, why are you not playing?
Well, Stu, I curled a little bit too much this year, so I decided to step back at the club level.
Oh. Well, is your team on the ice? Which team?
No team.
No team on the ice, okay. I got a team on sheet one. I'm a fifth-person team on. Oh, we're up another 2 points. Woo!
Yeah, you guys are.
The Chrisway team. I'm a fifth person on that team.
I did play with Greg King during the playoffs because they needed a guy.
Then why are you not out there?
I didn't make the cut.
Okay, you're not that good. Okay,
that's okay. But don't worry, because I'm going to be training in the off season.
What's your training going to be in the off season?
I think I'm going to do some squats. I'll do some old school calisthenics and make sure that my body's at peak performance.
Okay.
Stu, I think you got what you asked for. We got a guarded play here. Rob
Scott McGregor is watching from Milwaukee. Yes, honey. So I curled with the Wright team when we first joined Monday, and we went to the final, and then Robert dumped us for his family. So we had to play in the final against his family. It was Scott, Carson, Nick, and I, and We were in the men's final. Hey, Scott, love you, miss you. We're going to see you in Chicago next year. I know Mike has come down and represented us, but I'm going to be there next year.
Yeah, Scott
We're gonna
McGregor, everybody, is a staple within the Chicago curling scene. That guy has not lost a game in Chicago over the past 2.5 years. Probably the best Milwaukee, Chicago, Ontario curler that you can find.
You cross countries, baby.
Yeah.
Who's in Huntsville? Huntsville Shadow. Oh, Huntsville.
That's great.
Oh, Greg's in Huntsville, yes. Okay.
Hashtag crush love. Let's go, baby. All right, Rob playing the takeout here. He's going to hit and flop over just a little bit. We got a corner garden play. Interesting that we'd elected to play the hit. How do you feel about that? You're down 2 and you're in this situation. Are you not just going to come around the guard? We're talking about Greg. No, Rob definitely should be playing the takeout. He's in a very advantageous situation. But Greg has to get some rocks in play.
I know. Greg has to get rocks in play. He's missing it. He's got the hammer. He's got a freeze. He keeps hitting. Freeze, Greg. Freeze, Greg.
Based on the situation here.
Because if he nose hit this and then nose hit you, then you're out. If he throws to the back, you know what? Draw behind that guard.
You know,
force Rob into a play. That's what he's got to do. He's got to force Rob into a play. And he's not. He's playing safe curling. You can't play safe curling when you're a C-level team and you're playing an A-level team. You got to play aggressive curling. This is safe curling. It's the finals game. He's got to make points.
Right. No, it is a good point here.
Useless. They'll just hit that. They don't care. They'll hit it. If you had drawn in behind the yellow, leave the blues for your last shot. You have last rock. People don't understand curling. You have last rock. You have the last shot.
You know, Stu, you and I are on the same page for this one. I think that Greg absolutely needs to start generating some offense.
He's got to be aggressive. He's never going to win this game unless he's aggressive. If he wants to play a calm game, he's going to lose. The right team is too good. The right team is too good. You got to be aggressive. Oh, look, hit. Oh, even roll behind the yellow. Oh, yeah, roll behind the yellow. Oh, now you're Fox. Now what do you do?
You know, this is going to be a real test of Greg's.
Can I say the F word online? Is that bad?
We prefer that you don't, but if you do, it's okay because we mark this as not safe for kids.
F word off.
If you're under the age of 18, please cover your ears.
So look, Greg's going to try and hit that blue. What the F is, your rock's going to roll out. Your rock's going to roll out. He's trying for the blank again.
Can I get Jim?
Jim who? Yes.
Can you grab Jim, right? You know what that is?
Oh, is he trying to run the guard? No.
Looks like he's trying to play the hit and roll over top.
Useless. Hit out, hit out, hit out.
We're doing a live stream here. You're setting the game. Oh yeah, I'm going to go over and give a comment. It's so funny.
Okay, so unfortunately, our game is getting to a hit and roll out, like blah blah blah. Like it's not. We need the right, the King team to be aggressive. If they're aggressive, then they can win this game, but they're not. They're being clean, concise, and they're not going to win. They're not going to win. But we got some good games going on. We got, we have Gray and Ewing at 2-1 on the fifth end. Stevenson is 6-0 on McMichael. Oh, there goes my pick 5, but anyway. But Stevenson's a good team. Stevenson is a great team that comes out on Monday night and has been in the finals a couple of times. Greg once again is doing a hit and roll, which is fine, but the draw is also there. My team is beating Montesano 4-1, which is good.
You know, 4-1 against
Because
Sam.
I'll get gift cards, or I'll get steaks, or I'll get something.
Yeah, you definitely will get the gift cards, but Sam is known for cueing the comeback, and historically speaking,
Sam is the ticky wicky.
You know, historically speaking,
he misses it, but he ticky wickies
Chris
in,
Way really struggles playing Sam.
Look,
You know, everybody's worst shot
You
curling.
should have drawn. You missed that hit.
Yeah. It's a little bit unfortunate because that really opens up the door for Rob to put a lot of pressure on. Rob's selecting to play the hit and roll over here. Not a bad call in the situation.
I don't think he needs to. I think if you put a center guard and say, you deal with it. I've got 3 rocks to play. You deal with it.
That is quite a long double. It might be a little bit adventurous, but we'll see how it
I don't think
transpires.
you need to hit that guard because Greg is not drawn behind a guard all game. He hasn't chosen that. So you put a just off center guard and you guard your 2 and say, hey, Greg, you do something.
You know, the tough part is if Greg does draw behind that, he's still not shot.
Exactly.
So
hitting this guard is useless.
it's a conventional call for sure at this level, maybe a little bit unnecessary. Maybe the guard is probably equally as strong, but let's see how it transpires.
I think, and you know what, I'll give fairness to that. If they hit and they roll over, it's the same spot, but I just don't, I don't know, it's risky. You don't want to open it up. You don't want to hit and sit like this. Oh no, it's a great shot. Oh no, rolled too much. Freeze to the back. Greg, freeze to the back.
Not an easy shot for Greg in this situation.
You gotta freeze to the back.
You know, this is a very unconventional end to try to generate points to. I think you're really desperate at this moment.
No, but you gotta freeze to the back. Why are you hitting those 2? Hitting those 2 gets you nothing. You gotta freeze to the back. Draw in and freeze to the back. This gets you nothing. But okay, what else? This is the worst call ever. Freeze to the back blue. Set your shot up. You have 1 for sure. This is not going to get you 1. And you don't hit it properly, you might get 1, but not 2. See? Freeze to the back.
Tough situation there, Stu. The guy tried to play the double, ended up a little bit short. Now Rob's lying too. What's your play here?
I don't know, if I was Rob, I would draw it or tap that 1, draw in, tap it. He's full game on now, full game. He's got so controlled the house. Greg King has nothing. Greg King's worst shot was that.
Yeah, to our viewers at home, the real question is how does Greg generate some offense? Being down 2, you gotta score some points, or else this thing's gonna run away from you.
It's shrunk. The playing field has shrunk because now that blue's in the way. If he had drawn in on that one, even if he froze to the back one, it would have been way better. Yeah, I'm top 4. Even if you're late, who cares? He's got nothing.
You know, that's a good point, Stu. You know, the big thing for Rob and where his mind is right now, he's got to be thinking, how do I shrink the scoring zone? How do I make this last shot the most difficult for Greg?
This could be king over. They'll get 2. It'll be 6-2. They'll play the last end. I told you, they had to be aggressive. They had to be aggressive to win this game. And he was passive on everything. And look where he's at. He's now down 4-2.
Yeah.
This one, if he had drawn into the back 4, oh my God.
You know, they say fortune favors the bold, Stu.
Pardon?
Fortune favors the bold. Do you believe in that?
The what?
Fortune favors the bold.
Exactly. If he had drawn into that instead of that silly hit, Rob would have had to chase him down. But now Rob's in a great situation. He's going to put up a guard.
There it is. So a little insider information. Rob and I are part of that Chicago team with Scott McGregor.
I know, you are part. I was supposed to be part of the team.
You were also part of that Chicago team.
Yes, that was my team. You guys won for me twice. That's great. First year I think I got a trophy. Second year I didn't. Oh, what is he doing? Oh, a tap?
I think we also have to give a quick shout out to Rob Gray.
Was Rob on the team the first year?
No, but Rob Gray is a fabulous guy.
Oh,
And
Rob's
the sweetest man.
amazing. Yeah.
Isn't he the sweetest man?
Now, King's got nothing. He's going to try and triple. We're going to try and triple. Draw to the one behind. Like, useless shot.
Yeah, this is a real desperation play by Greg here.
Draw in, because you got to get the draw, wait for your second one. You might as well throw it now. Draw the back one. If you draw the back one, you're shot. You're shot. If you draw the back one, you're shot.
Sometimes you just got to let it rip, Stu.
No, the rip is not there. The rip is not. If he gets the rip, it's not there. But anyways.
Well, I guess the question here is does Greg want to end the game right now with a miss or a make, or does he want to play the conservative play?
This is game over. If you miss this, game over. You can't go up 7-2. No, it'll be game over. They'll play the 6-hand back. They'll be it.
You got sheep.
Is that the Chicago Bondsfield so much fun? The food, the booze, the club, the...
Unequivocally, Stu, that is probably the most entertaining Bondsfield that you can go to.
Isn't that so much fun? And the hotel's like right across the street.
They put it on. They put on a really
great show. It's like being at Club Med Bondsfield. It's like you just like go there, you play, and the Chicago Curling Club throws the best Bondsfield. Honestly, that's crazy.
And that's coming from a group of Canadians.
I know. The first year that I went down, when I went back the second year, they said, "Oh, we ordered more Chardonnay for you." I'm like, "Oh, God love you."
Yeah, really good opportunity. If you have the opportunity to go to Northbrook, Illinois, check out the Curling Club.
Nothing. Oh, he's got to run back.
Kelly Cocker back in the booth, everybody. Greg King playing the double, makes a great shot. Rob is still sitting one. There are 2 yellows in the ring. Looks like Rob is making a consideration between playing the draw or killing these blues.
No. Draw them behind. You don't have to hit those. Draw them behind. There's no way Greg King's making a run back. Draw them behind. Just draw them behind. Force your 2 and say, and chase me. If you draw into the back 4, top 4, he can't hit those yellows and do anything.
So is this a situation where we're saying rip it and rip it?
If you rip it, it doesn't give you anything.
I think you might be able to kill both of these things and be sitting 2.
No, I disagree with you. But it doesn't matter. If you could draw in behind, there's no way he can promote those yellows to get shot.
But he could hit that yellow into that blue if Rob was to miss his next
draw
shot.
into here. If you draw into T-line with the blue, what's he going to hit? It's going to jam.
Well, Stu, if we look back a few ends earlier, he was playing the takeout when he could have played the draw. I think that Rob's in the mood of saying, I just want to smash shit.
Okay, all right. I think he should draw into top 4. These rocks are not even in play. They don't even count. Biter.
Unfortunately, Stu, he silenced the critics on that one with a nice double.
I know, but now he has an open draw for 1. If he ignored it, they would not have this open draw for 1.
I think Rob was okay with that in this situation. Forcing 1 right now gives him the hammer. He's going to be up 4-3 going into the next end. Everybody, that last shot was brought to you by Chardonnay.
Chardonnay. That last shot was brought by Chardonnay.
Chardonnay, everybody.
Okay, so just to give you an update, we are 4-2 on N1. The D round, we are 5-3 on sheet 2, the B round. We are in the A round. We are 4. Well, we got a draw now. A draw. Nice draw. So 4-3 for the draw. The 4th round. Stevenson might go 6-5. That's bizarre. And then Gray Ewing 4-2. We got some great games here at the High Park Curling Club. men's final. I don't know if you tuned in today, but we had some great women's game on. Kelly Cochran won her 11th championship. We gave out some cool prizes. Jody McCutcheon was inducted to the Wall of Fame for her so many contributions to curling. Karen Gelati was given the Spirit Award based on her beautiful friend Chris Wannen. So we had a great day. We're eating some pizza. We're drinking some wine. Well, I'm drinking some wine. We're sitting here in the corner watching the curling. Great day. Hyde Park's awesome. The club is amazing. The patio is packed. The sun's out. Like, if you're in the area, come down to the club. Watch some curling. It's a great place. I'm here with my really good friend Mike Walsh, and Mike played with where's your team? Brandon Tippett?
Brandon Tippett, Travis Fanson, and Chad Allen.
Chad Allen.
Big shout out to Chad Allen.
They had a good run.
Brantford Nissan.
Brantford Nissan, yes.
Amazing.
If you're gonna buy a car, look, people. I bought my car. I live beside a Nissan dealership. But I drove an hour and 15 minutes to Brantford Nissan to buy my car through Chad, because you know what? Chad sponsors curling. And my dealership beside me is like, where'd you get this car from? I got it from like Brantford, because you don't want to sponsor curling. So I'm gonna give my money to Brantford. I go get my tires there. I go get my service there. I'm giving the money to the business that sponsors curling. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Stu, so you're a sponsor of curling. I am also a sponsor of curling. Why do you do it?
You know why I do it? Because I do it, A, because I love the sport. I do it, B, because I know these teams struggle to get there. I don't sponsor like the big teams. I sponsor the teams that are struggling. I know they struggle, and they're the ones that are hurting the most. And that's it. I do it because I love the sport and I love the teams, and if I get business out of it, great. But in all fairness, I should get business out of it because I sponsor the teams, and people who watch curling should use curling sponsors, because if you don't use the sponsors, they're going to stop. I'm not going to stop because I love curling. But if you do another sponsor that's like, oh, I didn't get anything out of it, why am I sponsoring you? You don't want that conversation. So curling people should reward people who sponsor curling.
Yeah, I completely agree with you on that, Stu. The reality of the situation is that we got to sponsor our athletes so that we can put them in positions where they can be successful. But on the flip side of that, we also got to pay our bills.
Exactly. And if no one comes back to you for bizarre reasons, like, I'm just like, why didn't you use us? Like, we put money into curling, and they're like, oh, like, it doesn't work. Because eventually, if you don't get the reward back, you're just going to be like, why am I doing this? And then you're going to pull out.
That's a good point,
Because
Stu.
eventually you have to pull out if you have no return
on your investment.
You have to say, like, oh, and it's so silly because you're in a business, I'm in a business, everyone can use us. Like, I don't know, it's a very weird sponsorship model, because it's hard to attribute what's like blah blah blah. But I'm just saying, I don't care if it's me, I don't care if you use anyone else. Reward people who sponsor curling, because they're going to keep sponsoring curling.
That is the truth.
That's it. I don't care if it's me, I don't care if it's you, I don't care if it's you. But if you sponsor a curling sponsor, they're gonna do it again. They're gonna be like, hey, I got this business from it.
Yeah, that's the reality of the situation here. So, like, we love helping out with the community, but if you got to buy a car, if you got to buy a house, if you're going to buy a convenience store, support your local businesses.
Exactly. Aisle 24, Sioux South, and Brantford Nissan.
Brantford Nissan.
There you go. There's your three places.
Easiest place in the world to buy a car.
Okay, so what do we got? Where are we at now? Everyone's standing in front of the sheets.
Looks like we got a situation here where Greg King is trying to generate a little bit of offense. Right now, Rob's got the hammer, but we have a lot of junk in front of the rings.
Oh, he's late again. Ah, garbage. He's still biting. He's two biters. The biters will come back to bite you. Hit and roll back. Yeah.
We got a rock at the back of the rings. Doesn't look like it's dangerous right now, but it is sitting shot.
Oh, he's got that too. Oh. Hit and roll.
It's going. Broadcasting away.
You're broadcasting away.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have High Park royalty with us. Leandra Kavals, everyone.
Leandra Kavals.
Leandra is the daughter of a 50-year member.
Oh, who do you look like? I don't know. You're tough.
Leandra, you just.
I'm more raw. That's what I get.
I think, yeah, you're definitely more raw.
People say I look more raw than Anna, but like the jeans are raw, but the dark hair is Anna.
Leandra, you just joined the club.
I did.
And you were an adult curler.
I am an adult curler, and curling as an adult is hard. Learning a new sport over 30 is hard.
Don't you have a brother? You have a brother.
I have a brother.
Does he curl? No.
He has curled a little bit, but so he curled here a bunch of years, but he kind of travels a lot for work, so isn't able to be here.
So, funny story for all the members. When they wanted to give Karen Gelati the award, she was not here. So we actually came up with a special award for Rob, Anna, and I'm blank on the two. They played 30 years together as a mixed team. Hugh and Linda, thank you. So they played 30 years as so we actually created a special award, and when we went to give it out to them, we're like, okay, we're gonna give this award, and they all laughed because they lost. And they all left. Like literally 5 minutes later, they were sitting there. And we're like, "Where the hell are they go?" And they're all left. And I'm like, "No, because we were gonna tell them about special award because it was a surprise." And we were like, "Oh," and they were all gone. So we had to do it the next year, which was crazy funny. And it was funny because when they gave Karen her award, like, "Where's Karen?" Like, "She's not here in the crowd. Like, you gotta get her back." So, anyways, it was funny.
The real question here is, Leandra, as an adult curler and somebody that's enjoying the social aspect of the game, what brings you to High Park?
What brings me here? Well, my parents curled here, so I kind of felt like it was, if you're going to curl anywhere, you curl here. And my parents have been nagging me for years and years and years, and I just gave in, you know?
So you curled for 1 year, you had the opportunity to not come back, but you did. What brought you back to High Park?
I think it's the competitiveness in me. I want to improve, and I've got some great teammates, like Michael Walsh, if you know him. Great curler. He was new to the club at the time, and, he kind of came in hot, right? It was like, look at me go. I can sweep like a madman. Mike the sweeping machine. And I just felt like I had a bit of like a mentor, and then it just took off.
Wow. Shout out to Mike Walsh, wherever he is.
I'm gonna guess are you closer to your father or your mother?
Is this
Yeah,
is
this
this live?
You can say.
I plead the fifth.
Closer to your father.
Leandra Kavals, everyone. See you later.
I think father. I think it's closer to her father. She's a lot like Rob.
Rob's a fabulous curler. Actually, he is on sheet 2 right now.
He is on, yes.
Him and Steve McCarahan. Looks like they're in a bit of a barn burner over there. 5-3 with yellow being ahead. What's that? Looks like a pretty good end here for Mr. King here.
Really?
Kingston shot. Looks like Rob's back 8 in second.
He's got to read the back one.
A lot of
Can he get
rocks
through the
to
hole?
perforate.
Can he get through the hole? No, Greg's standing up. He's kind of going down, standing up. Oh no, what was the call?
I think they're playing the come around, Stu.
Come around to what?
If I'm Rob Wright right now, I'm thinking smashy.
Oh, we seem to. Yeah, you gotta run you gotta run the top yellow onto the back 2 yellows, clear them out. Yeah, yeah. That's a shot. He's got some back biters. He's got another biter. He's got like 2 biters. He's got like biter. Ah! The biters come back to bite you. Ah!
Biters might come back to bite him, but we'll see what Graham Singer does here. Graham Singer's a fabulous curler, actually. He played university curling for the University of Laurier. Let's see how he can make this happen.
Either way, Wright's in trouble because there's a lot of rocks on clay. Who jam? Oh.
Tough go of it. Greg's sitting 2 right now. Possibly. Probably.
He doesn't have hammers, so.
He does not have hammer. We might be in a situation where we might be able to push Rob to fight hard against the steal.
So I think actually tick off the yellow and roll in front of the yellow, force Robert to go through that hole, which he probably won't. It's too tight.
You know, if I'm Greg King right now, I'm thinking if I could steal this end and be tied going into 7, that's a good situation.
2. You can steal 2.
Let's
1, 2.
Potentially. But let's not get greedy. Being tied in 7, how do you feel about that?
I think draw round. I think draw round. If you lose this one and you roll over here, you got 2 yellows. You're going to force them through the middle. The middle's going to jam. No, I would heavy draw in. Yeah, like right there. Exactly what it is called. So we're here at the High Park Curling Club, men's final night, exciting day. We've already had a great day. Kelly Cochran won the championship. Karen Gelati won the Spirit Award, well deserved. Jody McCutcheon was inducted to the Wall of Fame for the High Park Club. So many great things at the High Park Club. It's been awesome. It's been a great day. We're sitting here watching. I think the hit and roll on the yellow is my call. You can guard that pocket if you want, but I don't know. I think.
I'm really on the stream.
No, don't put it there. But anyways, what else? Thank you so much for watching. Tell your friends to watch. We have a great night tonight. High Park Club is awesome. Please be advised that next year the Sioux Sells Junior Tankers, Sioux Sells Strong Tankers will be at the High Park Club, so we're going to have fun there.
Yeah, me and Stu are back there streaming. I have no idea what's going on. This is like the Albert Einstein.
The McMichael Stevenson is like 6-0. I'm surprised at that. My team is 4-2, which is awesome. I'm going to win some prizes. Kavals on Lowe's is now 5-3, which is crazy. And Grain Ewing is tied now 4-4.
Stu, what a crazy story about Rob Lowe's. Starting off in E-Flight,
honestly,
undefeated.
Do you know what? We lost to him. I was here watching. We lost him because we played poorly. We didn't play poorly. We called a bad game. Strategically, we called a bad game. We got into trouble, and then we thought, we can make the wiki-ticky good shots in, and we didn't make them. So,
you know what, Stu, bad game or not, Rob Lowe's won 14 games in a row. Luck aside, that man was playing good curling.
Exactly.
Looks like we're in a situation here where Rob is saying, I got to smash some stuff and give myself an opportunity to score a point.
And that's a crazy thing because we only lost one game all year. And then we lost the first game, and then we're in D the flight. That doesn't make any sense.
A real heartbreak story.
Yes. But I say it's better if we played poorly and we just like ranked lower.
There's a
No
conversation we
better
said about
chance.
that. I
Yeah.
think the New England Patriots actually felt the same way when they lost to the New York Giants that year.
Does Rob think he hit the yellow? How? Was he running back? Maybe the yellow and the two blues open it up. I don't know.
I think Rob is thinking,
Okay, we have a Hail Mary
let's
shot
move some
coming
granite.
now. I think he's yellow, blue, blue. He opens it all up, and he has a shot from the back yellow. I think.
Graham Singer, everybody.
That's worse.
Doesn't really change the geography of the situation right now. I think Greg's going to pump another one in here. What are you thinking here, Stu? I'm thinking if he's playing the out turn, the only shot Rob has is running that blue in.
I know, and I don't think you do anything. You guard that blue run. You guard the blue run. You don't have to do anything.
You can guard it, or you can tuck one in there if you're playing super aggressive.
If you want to be aggressive, talk, but who cares? Just guard it. Because what happens is that when you go that aggressive, you don't have to be aggressive. You're sitting two. If you go deep and you don't make it, then you're screwed. Just call the guard and say, Robert, you do it. You figure out something.
I mean, that is.
Well,
the
Rob's
reality,
got
right?
this hit and roll in for maybe 1, 2.
Yeah. I think if he makes a really excellent guard here, I might even be considering throwing it away.
No, you're not going to give up 2 points.
That's you're probably then going to play the
Remember,
draw.
yellow
that
has
comes
a
down.
hammer. Yellow, is yellow? No, yellow doesn't have a hammer. Blue has a hammer.
No, you raised a good point. Kind of depends on what the camera angle looks like. If that back blue is
I
shot
don't
rock,
know.
it looks from where we're sitting that yellow probably might be sitting
I
too.
think the
But
draw in. So Rob's going to try the runoff off that into the button for sure. For sure.
yeah.
That's his call, 100%.
Do you think yellow's sitting two right now?
Well, he's going to hit that yellow and he's going to roll in.
Yeah.
But he's got to hit it enough that he doesn't roll on top of.
Yeah.
You must be getting hairy, right?
Never. Would you actually? Everybody, we have a guest in the booth. We got
A guest, Emily
Vandercrook.
Vandercrook.
How long you been at Hyde Park for?
27 years.
27-year
27-year member. And what do you want to talk to us about?
I'd like to talk about some lease accounting rules. Lease accounting is very exciting.
What accounting rules? No, that's not fun.
No, it's not fun. I'm not a fun person. No one thinks that I'm a fun person.
Talk about
And we're gonna
non-fun
take the
accounting
microphone away
rules.
from my
Okay, here
Emily
we go.
is very fun. I play with her on Tuesday
Non-fun
nights.
accounting
One of my
rules.
most
Here we go.
enjoyable experiences. Also very good at accounting and potentially looking for employment.
Emily Vandercook, amazing cow, is looking for employment, but don't talk about fun accounting rules now.
What if you're hiring a CFO?
But if you're hiring a CFO, we got a CFO here in our back pocket. Why are they not hitting that yellow and rolling over? Why are they running that back? Come on. Mike, come on, help me here. Help me. It's so easy. It's open. You hit and you roll on the top yellow. Oh, it's a yellow blue. Oh, come on. Come on.
You know, from a shot maker's side of this, Stu, there is a lot of real estate back there where you can hit into something. If he does nose it, he could potentially hit something.
Garbage.
The man says
Your
garbage.
yellow hit and roll is wide open. You're not going to have that again. Do it now. Put your rock in play for the shot rock, and then get your dues. This is like...
I'm thinking what you're going to see here is that Blue is going to try to play this run back, hit it thin, slash it into the one top one.
Is this Robert? Is Robert? Hold on.
Yeah, Robert's throwing. If Robert hits this one, looks like he's playing minimal ice right now. Not sure what his strategy is.
No, I think he's hitting the blue. Still, why would you hit the yellow and roll over? Give up the one.
I don't think he's hitting the blue, Stu. I think he's playing the angle.
No, he's doing yellow, blue, blue onto the yellow in the back. But he can miss.
Based on where he's putting the broom right now,
Okay, this is a crazy shot. We don't know what he's doing. He's taking a risk. And he's missed it. Yellow's sitting 3.
Oh, yellow's sitting 3.
No, yellow's sitting 2 right now.
No, I don't like that.
And Robert has hammer.
Blue is hammer.
Blue.
As long as Robert doesn't.
Yeah, so now you draw in. Then what do you got? You got nothing. You got
Emily with the red blue, or sorry, the red 2, playing a game of ends. How confident are you right now?
Why'd you come this way? Come the other way.
I've not been paying enough attention to know what rock we're on right now, but I'm not. This is not instilling confidence.
The bar is free flowing right now, and the booze is very good at High Park.
I also
This way,
traded
come
this
this
card
way.
to Johnny McCutcheon. I drew a 4.
Yeah.
I drew a blue 4.
That is a negotiation that was poorly handled by our Emily Vandercoat.
just-
A CFO in aspirations at the moment.
Does not gamble.
Yeah, you don't.
Should be prohibited from gambling.
All right, Emily. Thank you for dropping by the booth.
I think he should come the other way because I think if he's wide, he taps that yellow in. If he's wide and heavy, he rolls him.
Stu, how do you feel about that
If
last
he comes
shot?
this way, that was garbage. That was garbage.
Interesting
It was
call.
Garbage, yes.
So, from the chat, we have Scott McGregor saying, I love you, Stu.
Oh, I love you too, Scott. But this way, like right now, he comes the other way. I think he's gonna come this way because he's heavy. If he's heavy, and even if he nudges that yellow and rolls over, he's gonna sit 3.
Yeah. So
The other way, if he's heavy and he runs it back, he's gonna run to the back blue. Come the other way. Yeah, exactly. Right there, top 12.
I think
Go for
Rob.
it.
If I'm Rob right now, I'm thinking if he tucks another one in here, I'm gonna have to smash that one top 12 and try to stop
Rob
the
is
bleeding.
fucked. Rob does not have a shot. Rob is out if you come this way. Rob has no shot. Rob is out. Rob is out. Rob is out. There's no shot for Rob if you come this way.
Emily,
That
we
way.
had a question from the chat. What is your fitness routine?
Because you know what's going to happen. He's going to be tight and he's going to tap it. Come this way. You can't
No comment,
screw
everybody.
it up this
Top
way.
secret.
You can't screw it up this way. Come that way. You can't screw it up. You can't screw it up. If you come the other way, you can screw it up. You got to come that way. You can't screw it up. You cannot screw it up. Anyway, can I call a timeout? Can I call a timeout?
Stu's trying to call the timeout right now. Actually, before
Yes,
I
because if you
before,
come the other way, you could make it worse. This way, you cannot screw it up. This way, there's no way you can screw it up. If you're heavy, you tap on the yellow and you roll in. Heavy, you go to the back blue. There's no risk on this side. There's so much risk on this side. If you're light, you tap that blue guard out of the way.
Okay, I think that seems like a big deal. That seems like you.
Can I call timeout? Oh, he's going the other way. Oh.
Vito's in the house right now, everybody.
You deserve to lose that.
Vito in the house, everybody.
You deserve to lose. Deserve to lose.
Greg with the controversial
I hope
outturn
you're
draw.
out and light, and you give him a hit and roll in. If he's right there, he's going to hit and roll in.
Stu, I think it's important that we stay bipartisan
I
in the
hope
results.
you're out and you're heavy or light, and you give a hit and roll in, and you lose this end because that's the stupidest call I've ever seen. If you came down this way, even if you were heavy,
Stu's saying
you go there.
Stu is
You come in
gesturing
here
right now
and
that he
you go
says the
there.
intern is his more preferred call. But Stu, ice conditions are going to allow him to play this shot if he thinks that it's going to finish.
No.
Based on what we saw in the earlier game, this might be a tough shot.
This way, your BCD was that if you're heavy, you tapped on that, you rolled over there. You tapped on that, you drove it back. You tapped and rolled out. Like there was so many wins. This way, there's no win. You gotta put it there. If you're not there, you're useless.
Wow.
Useless.
Greg
No, this
could be
side
playing the
is
tolerance.
totally open for hit and roll in. Because you screwed up. Because you didn't listen to Stu.
Always listen to Stu.
Listen to Stu. Stu knows. Stu knows what's going on. I've been curling for 20 years.
The man's been curling for 20 years
I
and
was
he's been
one
selling
win
for
away
more.
from the Ontario Championship.
Yeah, you were.
I've been to competitive shit. So I know that was a dumb call. Like, that's useless.
It looks like Robert's thinking throwing the out turn.
Well, I don't know what he's got. I don't think he can click off that one and get the double. I think the heavy draw, get the one, tie it up, heavy draw, or go up one.
If I'm Robert right now, I'm thinking, how do I score my point? And probably the out turn hard through the port is the easiest way.
Oh no, this is on the shot, because if you screw this up, you could give 3.
I'm not sure if you're going to give up 3, but you might give up 2.
If you drive it back and the blue grabs on the back blue, 1, 2, 3. I think a heavy draw, tap that one back on the button for the 1. And if you don't, you give up the 1, that's okay. Give up the 1 to get the hammer back.
Looks like based on the ice he's playing, he's going to play a little bit of a quiet weight shot.
Worst shot.
This is the worst one.
Because this is like, if you did a heavy draw on the other side, even if you ticked off that yellow and you rolled over, you're giving up 1. This one, if you don't hit it perfectly, you can give up 3, and then you're like 6-4.
Stu, based on the ice he's playing, I don't think he's going to be able to give up 3.
He's running the blue onto the yellow to get the 1.
I think he's playing the hack.
But if you fuck that up and you roll it out, and what happens if you jam on the back blue, and then you've got 2 rocks sitting there?
Looks like a pretty good shot. Still going to give up 2.
Give up 2.
That is a very divisive
Give up
end.
2. And now it's 5-4, game on. They gave up 2. Yeah. It's okay, we're back here at the High Park Club, High Park Curling Club. We got games going on. We've got 5 sheets going. We had an exciting day today. So if you're just tuning in, we had the women's finals event before ours. And actually we had an open entry in the evening. We had the other club championship. Women and men played against each other. That was at 10 o'clock. That was a winner. And then we had the women's final. Kelly Cochran won the women's final. And we had some great presentations. Karen Gelati won the Spirit Award for Chris Wana, who was an amazing member who passed away way too early. And then Jody McCutcheon was inducted to the Hall of Fame. So we're here on Saturday night for the curling finals. We're here against the game. It's a tough game, 5-4. It's exciting. On the other sheets, we have sheet 1 is my team is winning 5-2. Woo! Woo! Thanks, Charlie.
This Chardonnay was brought to you by Kevin Hogan, president of the
Kevin
Pickleball Association.
Hogan.
Thank you, Kevin.
And then we have on sheet 2 is a very close game, 6-5 for 6-5 for. Anyway, it's a close game.
Kavals,
6-5 Kavals. Thank you. And then sheet 4 were, I don't know, 6-0. They haven't hung up a score. Stevenson against McMichael. That's a crazy because that should be a closer game. And then on 5, we're tied 6-6 against Gray and Ewing. That's exciting game. So here we are, Saturday night, High Park Club, exciting curling. I'm here with Michael Walsh, who went to a lot of major events. So Mike, what's the difference between curling here and curling in the major events?
You know, Stu, that's a really good question. I think the reality of the situation is that at club curling, you have a lot of priorities. And sometimes it's difficult to balance the amount of practice that you need to put in order to be successful at the highest levels. When you
So
go
how
to
many times do you practice? How many times do you practice as a team?
As a team,
Yeah.
it's a little bit difficult because based on where you live, you're not getting
Oh,
together.
yeah.
But there's a responsibility for each player to go out and throw rocks every single week
Really?
in
Okay.
order to be successful. Sometimes we're filming those practices and sending it into each other, saying, "Hey, this is the
cool.
run back that I made. This is what it looks like."
That's cool. That's cool that you share those videos. So next year, same team.
Same team.
Yes.
We're coming back strong. I'm really excited about this, where we are. As a first-year team, making a tankard run on our first time playing together, very impressive. I think from next year, we're expecting to do a little bit better than what we did previous. So sky's the limit, and with key sponsorships like Mr. Stu Sells, I think we're not going to have any issues being in these events and being competitive.
Well, my sponsorship will be on hold because I'm still fighting with Revenue Canada because they disallowed all my curling sponsorships. So I'm in a like gray area next year because I just don't know. I don't know what to do because I haven't given a direction on what's good or what's not.
That's it.
But anyways, you are a good team. I think you can do well.
Shout out to Revenue Canada for screwing over everyone.
Oh, fuck Revenue Canada! Shout out to the losers. But anyways, whatever.
Anyways, what else?
It's painful. It's painful. But what is the secret of you guys all curling together that gets you that next level?
I think what you got to consider is where is your expectation as a curler? So if you're thinking I'm going to come out here and shoot 50%, 60%, just have a good time, then you're going to be very successful at the club level. On the competitive circuit, you got to be showing 80 to 90% in order to be a dominant force. If we look at the numbers by Gushu is throwing in the 90%.
Yeah.
So if you're not there, you're not competitive.
Exactly. I think that's the key. The key is that, you know what, I think this is the key. I think you can't think about how other teams throw. You have to think about how you throw. If we're not throwing the 90% shots, then we're not there and we're going to lose. And I think the mistake of the teams would be like, oh, well, you know, like we're throwing great, but you get a team, like look at this team. Like King and Wright, like Wright should be smoking them in this club. But it's a tough game because King's making some mistakes, Wright's making some mistakes, like it's just, and that's what happens when you get into a curling game. You can't judge it on like, oh yeah, if we judge this tonight, like Wright should just like, it should be 8-0 now, we should be out like doing the trophy. But it's 8 or whatever, 5-4, because King is like just putting rocks on play.
You, know, you do raise a good point. I think the reality of the situation is that at this level, it's about how many mistakes can you mitigate.
Exactly. Yes.
Seems like currently Team King is doing a very good job putting the rocks in the right spot and executing at a higher level than Mr. Wright is. Will be interesting to see as we come into the tail end of this game, though.
Where you put the rocks in play and where it fucks up the other side, where you have some jams and wiki tickies, it fucks it up.
Yeah, it does. Rob Alexi coming to the rings right now. He's down a few points, but he says, I don't really care. Give me the hammer and 8.
Greg should freeze to it. Freeze to it. Don't hit it. So Greg Kring, if he wants to like make a game out of it, he should freeze this rock. Hitting it and rolling out is like, okay, whatever. Freeze to it. Force Rob to do something. Love you too, Scott. Woo! See, Rob's just gonna hit the rock. Like, why do you want to hit? put rocks in play, force the other team. Because right now, you cleared this end, ends nothing. 5-4, you don't think Rob's going to play like a clear end on the way back and just draw the button for his win? Oh, no, he only need two. He'll need two. So, I don't know. Maybe it's a little more challenging, but it's just playing it clean is bizarre. Actually, if I was Rob, I would hit this and roll over and force them to hit it. Then you get a flash and you score the deuce. Oh. What the hell was that? Who threw that? Uh-oh. The Forest of One is now game on. Game on. Hey, thanks everyone for watching in our Hyde Park broadcast. The club is packed. The sun is out. The patio is booming. We're all here. The club is packed. Everyone's watching the game. And it's so much fun here at the Hyde Park Club. Such a great club. The members that come down on watch, like, it's super cool. Old members who you haven't seen in like 20 years, they like pop out and like, oh my god, I was a member here in the 60s, 70s, 80s, like I'm here. That's super cool. That's awesome. That's what the club is about. The club is about family. Membership. People come out. I don't think the double. I think a freeze. I would have froze some of those. The double. You don't make the double the game on. But anyways.
And that guy's a dark horse team. Give the man some credit where the credit is due.
Great club. We had the women's today, women's final. Kelly Cochran won the women's final. Joni McEachran is being put up on the men's Wall of Fame as an amazing member, well deserved. And Karen Slotty won the Spirit Award.
What's the fun?
I don't think it was a bad call. Bad call. Did they hit and roll or is he hit and stuck? I don't know. Stupid call, stupid call, stupid call, stupid call. Because if you're going to hit both, you might as well like not hit him. Now you're there, now they're going to hit, and they're going to roll the other side, and they're going to split the deuce, and then you're going to miss one, and then it's a deuce. Mike, it's a deuce. And then,
I mean, a deuce in this situation, what are we looking at?
hold on.
If Greg K makes the hit and roll here, he's going to force Rob to make a hell of a shot. If Rob gets forced, that means that Greg King's going to have the hammer tied coming home. Statistically speaking, that's a win.
Exactly. Can I do my pick fives again? Because I have my pick fives back. I want to redo them.
Stu, I'm going to be honest with you. You should put your pick five in whenever you want.
No, my pick fives are going to be garbage because I picked Wright all the way.
Yeah, you did.
No, I picked him 4 times. 3 times. I did 50.
Yeah, that last end was a really critical end for those boys.
What are they doing? Why is he looking at it? Is he freezing or something? What is he doing? Just as you know, we're like in behind, and then people are in front of us, so we're kind of looking beyond people to see what's happening. But we can kind of see it. But we can't see the final until it happens. Oh, a double for the blank. A double for the blank.
Unfortunately, it looks like the boys have grouped these rocks together, giving Rob an opportunity.
It's a double for the blank, but you know what? If he jammed and he scores a 1, then he's in trouble. So he's got to make sure he gets them both. He blanks it. If he jams, Mike, he's in trouble.
Stu, is
If he
this last
scores a
rocks right
1,
now?
this last rock. If he jams it and he gets a 1, he's tied coming home.
It's not a trivial double.
No, he's got to roll out. He's got to roll out.
He's got to throw it hard.
I know you people are like, oh, curling, you should score. No, you don't want to score in this one. You want the hammer going home, down 1 with a hammer. You don't be tied without hammer or without hammer. That's garbage. And he did it. A blank. Good shot. So Wright has the hammer going to the 8th end. Oh.
Looks like we got one more rock coming here.
There's 2 more rocks. Sorry.
Yellow scored a deuce at 6.
It
That means
doesn't
that
matter. He can put
in
a rock
7,
wherever he wants.
blue should have the hammer.
Okay. Greg King will put a rock wherever he wants, and they'll hit it, and it'll be over. Like, do we win? Oh
Wow.
my God, I'm a winner. I won the D event. Oh, what do I get? What do I get? I get candy so far.
Everybody, my boss is in the booth right now. Give me some feedback based upon my ability to manage the stream.
I won D, honey. I won D.
Congratulations to Stu for winning the D event.
Stu won the D event. I'm a 5th person on the team.
Yeah.
I curled like 8 or 6 games this year.
And you did fabulous in all of them.
And now I won the D event. I'm so excited.
Yeah, you are. Looks like Greg's trying to tuck this one in the rings, giving Rob a hit and roll out to blank the end. The front end said, we're good, and they're going to let it ride in here. There's Michael with sweep. Interesting fact about Michael, very sweet man. Have you met him before?
Yes.
Amazing, sweet man. Michael. Michael that plays front end for Greg King.
Oh, yes. Great guy.
Sweet man.
Yes, great
Sweet
guy.
man.
Yeah.
We got Rob Wright playing the big smashy.
He's got to hit and roll out. He can't hit and save because if he hit and saves, he's in trouble.
William with the big sweep. It looks like it's
5-5.
okay. Oh no, Rob Wright! Bold move. That's
Rob
okay.
Wright, what were you doing? How do you miss a shot like that? My mother could throw that shot. She's 83. She could have made that shot.
You know,
Okay, so big. How do you not roll out in that shot? That's unbelievable. So now
we are tied.
We're tied. Wright has to steal one. That's gonna be tough. They gotta be now. They can't make any mistakes.
Tied coming home
All
with
their
hammer.
games have to be like boom, 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 boom. There's no. That's crazy.
That is pretty nuts.
Nuts.
Nuts to you from Stu. All right, so we're in a situation here where Rob Wright is going to have to steal for the win, and Greg King is in a very advantageous position.
Exactly. Now Greg King can just score 1 and win the whole thing, which would be shocking. We already have a first. She won the D event. Chris Way has beat Team Montesano for the win there. That's awesome from them because it's my team. Oh, can I say that?
Woo!
Mike, can I say? Oh, that's good.
Yeah, you can.
I think she. I don't know. I think everyone's still playing. But that's the first sheet off. Hey, if you're sitting around, you're bored, come down. The bar's open. The bar is great. We have food here. Like, don't sit at home. Come watch curling. It's fun. Oh, another clap. We hear another clap. I don't know what it's for, but
Gonna have to make a small change here to the house. Make sure we're watching the right.
The main event is the event because it's tied, and the team that should be up is not up, and the team that's down is up and down. I don't know.
A little bit controversial, but Greg King has been curling great. What do you got, Jackson? What's the update?
Jackson, did I win?
Yeah, we updated.
I don't know.
What are we looking at here?
Well,
Rob
we're looking
Wright
at the
has a
big thing.
very
What do you
wide
do?
guard.
Oh. Sorry, what do you do? Do you...
If I'm Greg, all I'm thinking right now is how do I get that 4 foot open so that I can make the draw and win the game?
Why you don't have a center line guard is beyond me. Like, put the center line guard, draw in to top 4 center line guard. I don't know what that guard in the right is over. That's like ridiculous. Put a center line guard, put a draw in, and say like chase me.
You know, it's really hard to steal when you don't have rocks in play.
And why is Greg hitting shit?
Well, Greg has the hammer, so he
center
says.
Line guard, center line guard, and then draw in to top 4.
Probably the right call for Greg to make that takeout, but Rob really needs a guard here.
Blue? I don't get that blue. The fuck that blue come from?
Sometimes they call that an inopportune moment.
And that's a blue rock. That doesn't make any sense.
Pick?
Maybe a pick. I don't know. You got to do center line guard, and then you got to draw into top 4 center line guard and say chase me.
Yeah.
You can't do. I don't know what that. The run on the left. I don't know. It's bizarre. Perfect. Yeah. Perfect.
That'll work pretty good.
Can he hit it? Is he okay hitting it?
We're a little bit premature, but I think Greg is going to play the tick here.
Rob Wright's going to win. Or no,
Greg King.
Greg King is going to win because the house is going to be totally open.
He might.
You need to fuck up. If they nose this, game on. Then draw him behind him. If you nose this and you put up a card, then draw him behind it and force him to chase you. If this rolls out, then you got nothing. You're like, it's game over. I think it's game over.
Big call here from Greg King. Looks like they're bringing a little bit of the weight. I think he's playing the straight peel.
You gotta pump the center. That's hope for the miss.
Looks like Rob's really desperate for a guard here.
That's your only way. You need a guard. You need a guard. You need the guard, and then
Me and Stu? Was it? Adam, why don't you come into the booth and tell us about how you feel? Welcome to the stream team. Adam, we got Adam DiCarlo here. If you don't know Adam DiCarlo, probably the sweetest man in Hyde Park.
exactly, and we're watching the final game.
Adam, you just came off
Could
the
be
ice.
a
Why don't you tell us
shock.
about how the ice was?
I thought the ice was great. Best all year. Very fast, held up the whole time. 15-second ice. Kevin Scott gets major kudos.
Kevin Scott
That's
for
amazing.
great sheets on the ice. Ice was good. That's good. That's good.
Adam, we're in a situation right now where Greg King has the hammer tied, coming home in the 8th end.
Ugh.
Rob is really struggling to get some offense going. Could this be the year that we see an upset?
We're going to see an upset. I think we're going to see an
It's
upset.
been a year of upsets. That's for sure. So, and anything's possible in Hyde Park.
I believe it, man. That's finals night for us. Thank you, Adam.
Thank you.
That'll work for us, won't it?
No, because this blue.
Let's go!
Let's
Kelly
go!
Cochran, everybody. Tell us how you
Kelly
feel.
Cochran, let's
What's
go!
going on? What's she? What?
Greg King is tied, coming home with hammer against Rob Wright. There are no guards in play. This could be the year.
Is this bananas?
Is this bananas?
Is this a fucking bunch of bananas?
Yeah, I'll have another one. Yeah.
Excuse me, everyone. Chris Way.
Chris
Chris
Way,
Way.
the manager of the club.
Chris, why don't you come down right now and tell us a
Woo!
little bit
Chris
about-
Way's in the house, Chris.
First off,
Tell us
congratulations
how,
on your fantastic win. How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, great. There's 25 people watching this. That's crazy.
There is absolutely 25. Scott McGregor in the chat. How does that make you feel?
Hey, Scott. How's it going, buddy?
That's
We
it.
miss you here.
Carson could be in the chat. Some people call him my cousin. Chris, congratulations on your win. We're tied right now. Greg King has the hammer. 5-5 against Rob Wright. Is this the year we
What
see
do you
the
think you
upset?
should do? Is it?
I'm heavily invested in the Rob Wright team right now. I'm just disappointed there's not going to be an extra end. Although there might be.
Is this a Calcutta situation?
It is.
Yes. Yes.
We don't use that term. We got an economic backer with us.
Are you trying to get me drunk?
Owen Shepard with the donation to the stream team. Thank you so much.
I'll take one. Let's go.
Chris, thanks for dropping by the booth. We're going to finish out this game and see if Rob Wright could be dethroned as champion. Stu, how's that fireball shot treating you?
Ooh, I gotta wipe my hand on your leg.
Convenient,
the
Stu.
extra Fireball.
That's why they call me the Mass with Class.
The magic what?
The Mass with Class.
Oh, okay. I have to leave because I have to be the MC for the tonight because no one else wants to do it. That's okay. I'll do it. I'm good.
Stu, we got a couple of rocks left here in the championship. You can leave after that's done.
I don't know.
Looks like Robert's electing to play the draw here. How do you feel about that?
That's a good call. You know why? Because he's going to have to draw in a second to win. So might as well get the practice now.
Looks like a little bit of a mistake from the team.
I think it's good. I think it's good with the draw because he doesn't have the hammer. No, he has a hammer.
No, it's a good call, but I think there was a little bit of a mistake from the King team, and we're going to try to make a play on that.
He's got to draw in. This is his. But why is Graham up there on the top? Graham's like up there, and what the fuck is that?
Looks like we're a little bit light right now.
Yeah.
Not a terrible call, not a terrible play.
Who's got the hammer again?
Greg King has the hammer.
What the fuck? I can't believe somebody has a bounty.
Chris, what's Kavals' situation?
No, they're tied. Those needs just.
What about on sheet 5?
I think the game's over.
Who won?
No.
I don't get this. I don't know what they're doing.
Looks like Greg's trying to peel right now because he says, give me that draw to the 4-foot and I'm going to win the game. Great shot. Look at that. Double peel? Rob Wright is probably sitting back saying, how do I steal a point here?
But Rob Wright has the last shot, though.
Rob Wright does not have the last shot. Greg King has the last
Have the
shot.
last shot? No.
No, Greg King does.
Oh, Greg King does. Oh.
Yeah, so Greg King right now is in the driver's seat. He says, hey, I want that trip to the Everest.
So why don't we not draw behind the blue then, and hide behind it, and let Greg King try and chase it?
Well, Rob has 2 shots left. I think he's saying, I'm going to throw the guard and hope that you fuck it up. And if you do, I'm going to come around that shit.
No, you have to score because.
I think that's why he's playing the guard, Stu.
No, you have to score his last rock.
That's why he's playing the guard.
The last shot, though. His last shot. It's got to be touching. Nothing touching.
Robert doesn't have the hammer.
Right. He's got to score.
So he throws the guard, hopes for a miss, and then he comes around and on his second one.
No, I thought that was his last rock. Okay, all right.
The Chardonnay is free-flowing, everybody. Let's have a good time.
Chardonnay is free flowing. Okay, so yes. Okay.
Yeah, it is. That's okay. That's not the first time we've messed up the call on an end. That's because we're the stream team and we've been brought to you by Fireball.
By Fireball. Exactly.
Buy a fireball. And Stu
Sticky
sells.
hands, sticky hands, sticky hands.
If you're looking for a house, call Stu.
Exactly. Call Stu. I'm a great agent.
I know we got 23 viewers out there. Every one of you lives in a house.
Exactly. Tell your 20 views. Go watch tonight. Oh, no, it's over tonight. But to watch great curling.
And that'll do. Rob Wright in a situation here where he's going to have to cut down the drawing thing. He's going to have to come around that corner guard. Chris Wade. Rob Wright's got to come around this corner guard. How do you feel?
Are we looking at a extra end on the blank situation here?
Well, Greg King's got hammer right now, so I think this is the game.
Could be an extra hand, but I'd be shocked.
Kelly Cochran, you got your last throw, and you have to make this shot. You got to come around the corner guard and leave him an open draw to the forefront. How are you feeling?
I haven't watched a rock in this game.
No, you haven't, because that's because you're a champion. Oh, so good. That's a champion, everybody. Kelly Cochran, our favorite curler.
Key shot tonight. They have to. Like, he has to put it in behind that one. Like, if he doesn't. But he could hit it and it could roll out and he could force an extra hand, which would be, like, crazy. You got to put it in. Yeah, you got to bury it. Bury it, bury it, bury it. Good shot. Open draw for one for the win. It's crazy. Great King for
King with the opportunity to be a club champion here, everybody. What a situation. Electing to play the out turn says, I'm going to touch 8 foot. How are we feeling right now? How do we feel right now, guys?
I don't know. I'm glad
This
Patrick's
is screwing
not
up my
here.
puck.
Yeah, he's
Five,
not.
But it's okay because you know what?
Chris Way, everybody.
The club is awesome when
Right
different
now. Call the
teams
hit.
win
Greg King should call the hit.
championships.
Greg King should call the hit. That's the
Go
word.
Like, wow, like a new team won.
Brendan,
But
how
know
you
what?
feeling right now? He's
Yeah,
got an
he's
open
still
draw
got
to the
a draw.
forefront.
He's
What would
still
you
got a
call
draw
it?
to
Well,
the button.
sir, an open draw to the forefoot's one of
But
the
it's
hardest shots for
exciting.
when you got to
It's
win.
exciting that
The
we're
man's
coming
got to
down
touch
like,
paint. Let's see how it goes.
and then
Emily
rocks out of
Vandercrook,
his
you love Excel.
hand and,
What would
like,
you do?
I would draw the required
touching
portion of the
it.
house.
What's going on?
Goddamn right. Let's
And,
touch
like,
paint.
He just gotta like plunk it in.
Greg King, everybody.
He plunked in.
How are you feeling?
Team Greg King would just beat Team Wright in the playoffs for the championship. So Mike's gonna go down and talk to champion. A new champion here at the High Park Club. A new champion, Greg King, champion for Monday night, the men's championship. Exciting champions. There we go. Things are changing in High Park. New teams are coming up. It's awesome. So have a good night. Can you drink some wine now? I don't know. You can drink wine. The Leafs are going to play tonight. You can drink wine. The Leafs
I'm
play.
down here with Greg
But anyways,
King
we
with
love
his
you.
club
Thanks for
championship.
tuning in.
How you feel?
And have a great night.
Great, he says.
Great end of the season.
Any comments from the team?
I'm glad. I wanted to lose because Greg skipped all year. Now if he wins, I'm never going to get to skip again. So that's the problem.
Everybody played really well. Everybody played really well. We got breaks here and there when we needed it, and things went our way. And it was nice to have an open draw in the last one.
And you guys executed on that fabulously. Congratulations on your first win. That's a big club championship, and good luck in the Everest.
This is why she won the water. Understand? It's the legacy you're going for now.
And you want the curling, you got to achieve. Yeah, if the wrong call feels right, then